Okay. I'm almost good. I did not have Mix It Up open. Please! I look exhausted, and my camera's yelling at me. But I'm sure it'll be fine, probably. Anyways, I'm here. We got some Counter-Side today. They've had a new event story that recently the whole thing was released for, which is what we wait for usually. I say usually, but we've only done this twice. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it done. I've not done dailies yet, but that's okay. We've got an extra long story, a lot of reading. So I gotta get going. I gotta get this started. Excuse you. Well, I guess the day just rolled over. Anyways. The bottom of the shade in the Horizon Finance. Okay. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4 acts. No telling how long they are. If they're the usual length, that means this will take like twice as long. If they're shorter, you know, it is what it is. But I'm ready! As soon as I stop yawning. A very rare form of Eternium is restricted from being processed because it releases corruption rays. It is usually referred as Eternium marked for disposal. Since this happens so rarely, the finders of such Eternium consider it as the price they paid to avoid something much worse. Okay. What they said. Internal karma contamination of Eternium at 99%. Resource deemed unusable. Calculating the feasibility of samsara purification via the Terracide system. Feasibility calculation results. Highly unlikely. Okay, fair. Ooh, I don't have my chat up. Hang on. Where's my chat? Okay, there it is. I missed that last line because I was trying to bring up chat. I heard of that explanation many times over, but I still find it hard to believe. Are you sure you can pull this off? Stop your worrying and have some coffee while you wait. I was a pretty successful administrator at one point, you know. Sure, until you ran the old administration into the ground and turned a promising young girl into an unemployed one-eyed loser. True, dude. We did do that. Thinking about that makes my blood boil again. Well, those were tough times for me as well. I thought you and I had become close enough to get past all that. Oh well, whatever. What's important right now is whether we can make that piece of junk usable again. I can't believe we went through all the trouble of hunting shadows only to end up with Eternia marked for disposal. If Hannah finds out, she'll confiscate my corporate credit card. Oh, it's not that bad, really. The administration buys Eternia marked for disposal too. Yeah, and they barely pay enough to keep the ships afloat. Those bandits will feel this old administration's ace counter wrath if they dare slash the price of my Eternium like that. I was cold at first and now it's getting warm. I'm gonna turn my fan on. Just not at full power. This should be okay. Please try your best to ensure it fetches a fair price instead of slacking off like you usually do. Okay. If we don't manage to sell that, we're going to be in the red again this quarter. It's odd, isn't it? Our revenues keep going up, so why is the company still in the red? Mainly because of collateral damage and the unauthorized use of supplies on site. And the cost of publishing Machine Gap's photo collection. I'm paying for that photo collection out of my pocket. Out of my pocket. I'm afraid we'll have to wrap up this call now. Someone's been waiting for me. Sorry about that. It was an urgent work call. No need to apologize. I was getting bored drinking by myself anyway. This bar has no other owner or customers or even a bartender. Hell, they don't even play any music. So a rowdy phone call is welcome noise. So who the hell are you? Did someone ask you to say hello to some broad named Rita? Regrettably, no. There are two types of people who strike up a conversation in a place like this. They either want to gain your favor by buying you a drink, or genuinely want some good conversation to lighten the mood. Really? And which type are you? I happen to be both. Ah, how about some rum? Or is it whiskey as usual? Whiskey. Single barrel bourbon. Excellent choice. Here you go. It's been a while since I've met someone with balls. The clients I meet on business tend to bail the moment we lock eyes. Aha! It sounds like you're not the most sociable person. Can't blame them. It's my job to collect the money they owe. There's no reason anyone would welcome me into their homes, unless they've got a booby trap set up in the doorway. Oh, I didn't know you were in the private financial business. I hope I'll never require your company's service. So, do you run this business on your own? No, someone else owns the business. And oh yeah, there was this other kid. She was always up to no good. Sounds like you've got some history with her. It shows on your face. She was always a nuisance, that's why. She screwed up big again just recently. Let's see, when was it again? Oh, that's right, I remember now. It snowed like crazy all morning that day. A terribly unlucky day. Okay. Ah! Good old Christmas enemies! Red dog! Okay. Perfect. Looks good to me. Just let Otto go. Kid. Rita. Oh, I guess that's who's talking. This kid. Rita, I found him. Smile. I found that guy who owes the boss money. I see. Just tell me where he is. No. Frowny face. You're going to go off all by yourself again. Let me come with you this time. Fine. Just stay put until I get there. Okay. I sent you the address and I'll be waiting for you. This should be the spot if she gave me the right address. Where did that kid go anyway? I told her to stay put. Okay. I've lost my family and my home to corrupted objects. Please help out a poor fellow. Hey, let me ask you something. Eek! This is all I managed to collect begging all day. You can have it all, please. Just don't hurt me. You can keep it. I'm not some goon here to wring protection money out of you. Then, who are you? Just someone who's lost. I'm looking for someone I was supposed to meet. A girl with pigtails. Have you seen her? Pigtails? Well, I'm not sure if it's the same kid, but I do remember a girl with that hairstyle. She was kind enough to give me alms, apologizing that it was all she had. Yeah. That sounds like her, always looking out for others, even when she can't handle herself. So where did she go? She lingered around here for a while, and then ran off that way saying that she heard someone scream inside that building. Ugh. Should put her on a leash. Thanks for the tip, I guess. I'm not so lost anymore. Hang on. You're not thinking of going in there, are you? Why not? Is it no smoking in there? That's not what I mean. That's the matchmaker's hideout. Matchmakers? Do you know about them? Nope. Nope, sounds like some lame dating service. Exactly. If only they were so harmless. They started off as loan sharks, trafficking in those who couldn't pay up, but they've expanded into dealing narcotics. Word is that their leader is a grade A counter, so even the police look the other way. Okay. Meaning they do whatever they please, huh? But I'm still going to go in there. That little kid is my collateral. Sorry? Let me give you some advice in return for your tip. Why don't you close shop for the day? Things are about to get pretty messy. Okay. So this little punk tried to steal our cash cow. What's your name? It's Dash. That means I'm quick on my feet. Oh, she's all smiles about it too. Huh. The guard said you came along quietly the moment you got made. Is that huge scythe some kind of toy? Sorry? The watch gave me the dangler to fight COs. I shouldn't swing such a dangerous thing at people. Well, ain't you a saint? Let's see how long you can keep that up. Ow! You think you got nothing to be scared of, just because you're a counter? You'd better fess up who sent you, or else. Ugh. Nobody sent me. I just ran in here because I heard someone scream. I was just waiting for my friend out there. You beat up the debtor like this too, didn't you? You really shouldn't do that. Is that right? Let's see how you feel about that after I'm done with you. Sir? Sorry to disturb you, but you might want to check that out over there. Why? What's up? The entrance. It's gone. It's just vanished. Are you high again? Didn't the boss tell you not to get high on our own stuff? Holy crap, it's really gone! What the hell happened? So people do business right in the open these days. My, how things have changed. Who's that broad? She's got some balls busting in here by herself? Huh? There you are, you good-for-nothing kid. Rita, have you come to save me? Oh, she's so happy. What's with that bruise on your face? Did someone hit you? Huh? Oh no, nobody hit me. Some street cat just scratched me, that's all. Really? That cat must pack a serious punch. I'm the street cat, you rude little punk. Since you're so chatty, I guess I won't need to torture you to make you talk. So you sent in your little sidekick to infiltrate our turf? You must have a serious death wish. I was going to leave quietly with the debtor, but you changed my mind. I'm going to clip your kitty claws before I leave. Ha! You think you can scare me with your stupid tricks? Please don't fight. You could get hurt. You can scream all you want, but it's too late. Don't just stand there, you fools, and mow her down. Read up! I can't believe this crazy punk making us clean up this mess when the boss is supposed to be here soon. Huh? What's all this stuff floating around? Sir, look! The bullets we fired. They've all turned into feathers. Okay. Let me set one thing straight for you guys. The kid was worried for you, not me. What the? It's that monster behind you. Oh, this guy? Say hi. It's Amerta. She's going to teach you kiddies a lesson. Okay. This girl's just got a monster chilling out with her. Turn auto off. We don't need it. Oh, brother, they're about to storm right by, though. Okay. And that's it. Darn it. Somebody stop her! Just shut up and run. Didn't you see that thing take him out in a single blow? Run? Where to? We got blades popping out of the walls and the floor the moment we move. Looks like we've got a discipline issue among the ranks. I must have grown soft on you, letting you think you can flee without my permission. Boss, you hear? It's all because of that broad. She thinks she can mess with our gang. Up. Don't get so riled up. You got my fists going before I could think. Ain't that right? The heiress of the Arsenicos. No wonder the name was so lame. So this was your business. I won't stop you if you're going to fight for your men. Haha! I would have if it was anyone else. I don't want to take unnecessary risks against a former partner. Who are you calling a partner? I've got nothing to do with the family anymore. Why don't you try saying that to my father? If you're shameless enough to seek his audience ever again, that is. Come to think of it, it's been a while since I've seen the good old Dawn. Perhaps I'll visit soon with some flowers. Boys, put down your weapons and fall back. Ugh. Just give me a moment, boss. I'll take care of that brown myself. Don't bother. She's way out of your league. But if we just let her walk, what will the other gangs think of us? You've got a point there, but this is Horizon Finance we're dealing with. Horizon? You mean those ruthless, merciless loan sharks? That's right. So let the kid go, if you catch my drift. You went too far, Rita. You could have neutralized them without hurting them. Don't get so clingy, kid. Get off me. Huh? You smell like booze. Have you been drinking again? It's barely been 3 days since you promised to quit. Like I said, get off me, you good-for-nothing kid. Besides, 3 days were long enough. People aren't meant to live without smoking and drinking. I'm sure you can quit if you just put your mind to it. I'm rooting for you. I should have just let you die. Oof! In any case, what brings Horizon Finance to our turf? We have a prior engagement with a debtor you boys snatched up. We'll leave quietly if you just hand him over. You cocky punk. You should be grateful we're letting you walk scot-free. Easy now. Do you mean to defy me? No, sir. Well, if that's all you need, you can have him. We've got enough cows to milk as it is. As an official member of the council, it's the least I can do for the daughter of my former colleague. Official member? They accepted the likes of you? Ha-ha! Well, one thing led to another. I guess they were strapped for cash without your with your father's retirement. Right. Thanks to you, you backstabbing little rat. That again? Isn't it about time you got over it? So do you mean to avenge your father after all these years? Like I said, family's got nothing to do with me anymore. I'm just here to get my job done. Very well, I'm glad to see that you're still a straight shooter. Hey, bring that guy over here. Yes, sir. What's this council you were talking about, Rita? It's the armpit of all armpits. A little kid like you don't need to know. Here he is, sir. Come on, guys, you could have at least wiped the blood off his face. Here's the man you were looking for. Don't worry about him looking a bit rough, he's still breathing. So you held up your end of the bargain as usual. Well, I can't say it's been a pleasure. I hope I never have to see you again. Haha, that's too bad. I was rather glad to see you. Take care then, my lady. I see. Horizon Finance, reliable services, super fast loans at unbelievable interest rates. What a bunch of jerks. How can they beat a man to a pope like it's nothing? Because he's not a man, but a debtor. It's not so easy getting these fools to pay back. But I've been paying back diligently every month. Good for you, Dash. You're doing great. You're doing great? You're probably the only one. Anyway. Diligent people don't end up getting involved with us in the first place. Lay him down on that couch over there. He should wake up soon enough. You said he'd be back soon, but you're late for dinner. I knew I couldn't count on a human's promise. Okay. We're back, boss. You're a machine. Why you gotta give us a hassle over dinner? Things got a little complicated thanks to the kid. Check him and make sure he's our guy while I go wash up. Who knows if they gave some other bum a facelift just to throw us off. Now you're making your employer perform your duties? Oh my diodes! Hello? Thank you. Oh, Rita, let me jump in the shower with you. We ought to conserve water. Do that and it's your funeral. Let her know. The fingerprint results are here. This man's prints match the one on the contract. He must be that Wilbur who went off the grid months ago. You've managed to find one of the few long-term debtors to our company. You have a knack for this, Dash. Yay, the boss complimented me. Stop jumping around like a puppy while I'm drying your hair. Okay. Oh, she's such a kid. By the way, what are you doing in that drone? What happened to your original body? It is undergoing some upgrades. I suppose carbon-based life forms like you humans could never imagine what it's like. Excuse me. Don't go overboard. We could hardly afford a proper meal last time because you bought all those fancy parts. Huh? You didn't like my salad? That was just a bowl of random plants you foraged from the park. She tried her best. Mr. Wilbur, are you awake? Where? Where am I? I remember some goons taking me, and then I must have passed out. This is the temporary office of Horizon Finance. We saved you from those mean goons. Horizon? You mean the loan sharks? Get out of my way, I have to get out of here! Oh, you really shouldn't move about just yet. What are you doing? I almost got an arrow in my knee. Don't worry, Wilbur. No one's... Nice reference, by the way. No one's going to kill you until you pay up. Why don't you have a seat? We have much to discuss. I've got nothing to discuss with the likes of you. Yeah, that's what they all say at first. But it would be in your interest to consider ours. Your settlement is long overdue, and you haven't even paid a dime of interest either. Here, this is what you owe us. Take a closer look. You wouldn't want to forget about it. Whoa. 5 million credits? I never borrowed that or this much money. Compound interest kicks in after the date of maturity. Those were the or terms you agreed on the paper. Your interest was only 2.5% before the date of maturity. Things wouldn't have gotten this bad if you paid up on time. That's absurd. You can always sell your organs if you like the cash, human. They pay you up front for kidneys and corneas. Have you been looking at those sketchy pamphlets again? Forget about the organs. Just give us whatever you got of value if you don't have cash. I really can't right now. I found the coordinates to the ruins for real this time. I may never have another chance if I miss this one. Please give me just a few more days. Not that baloney again. Ruins? Are you some kind of archaeologist? That's right. I received my doctorate from Ground 1. My key area of research is the countryside. Wow, you went to college? Impressive. The ruins I seek are even more impressive. They're nothing like the ordinary sort you would find everywhere else. Finding that site was my lifelong dream, and now it's finally within my reach. I couldn't care less about your dreams. If you can't pay up, I'll just send you to the front bay. I hear they're in desperate need for laborers to repair their walls. Please don't do that. I have to set out by tomorrow at the latest to enter the ruins. I even hired veteran mercenaries and booked the transport. Please believe me, just this once. With what money, though? The money that you should have been paying back? I don't think so. Shut up. I'm sick of seeing your name on the ledger. Rita, maybe we could give him one more chance? It'd be such a waste to give up before he can even try. That's right. Just this one last time. If I fail again, I'll do anything you say. One last time? Do you realize how many times you've already told me that? But Rita... Then what if I agreed to hand over all the Eternium? How about it? Eternium? That's right. I'll give you all the Eternium I find on the countryside. I'm only interested in the artifacts after all. This offer isn't even worth considering. The risks are simply too great. Actually, maybe we could give him one more chance. Really? Thank you. I'll never forget this. Rita, has something gone awry in the molecular structure of your frontal lobe? Your absurd argument is making my CPU short circuit. Relax. I know what I'm doing. We'll let you go under one condition. I'll be coming with you on the expedition. Huh? But the cabin's already fully booked. You can give me your room. Surely you can accommodate that much, given how gracious we've been with you. Or we can call this whole thing off. Ugh. Very well, I suppose having a counter come along will be much safer anyway. Thank you, Rita. Don't get so excited, kid. I didn't do this for you. And didn't I tell you not to get clingy? I thought you hated me smelling like booze. Oh, hee hee. But I still like you regardless of what you smell like. Oh, she's a little sweetheart. Oh, jeez. What am I gonna do with you? Okay. During the war, flying CO were difficult and persistent enemies. Their slim and elongated bodies enabled them to fly swiftly and like armor-piercing bullets, penetrating the earliest ship models as if they were made of paper. Okay. That's no good. Do I have a dash? I don't. Right. It's fun. That's some serious turbulence. I should have known with this crappy old ride. What if it falls apart during the dive? Don't jinx us like that. It could actually happen. Ugh! Blech. So this is what dive sickness feels like. The entire world is spinning. Is this why Rita was worried? You want to tag along? Yup. If you're going, I should be there too. No. You have no idea what the countryside is like. I'll get you a room at a business hotel. Just stay put there. But I'm the one who asked you to give Mr. Wilbur another chance. I can't just send him off without me. Ugh. Stubborn. Just like your parents. I suppose you'll get into more trouble if I leave you here. Fair. Fine, but don't do anything you're not told when we're down there. Right on, of course. I had no idea the countryside is this terrifying. We're not even there yet. I'm sorry, Rita, but I think this is it for me. Hi. Who are you? Swallow this. It should alleviate your ailment presently. Is this a motion sickness pill? Woo! Thank you, I feel much better now. That thing works like magic. Alright, bye. Oh, just a minute, armored lady. Don't bother, kid. Moors is notoriously quiet, except when she feels like talking. Sorry? Moors? That's right, Moors. That's her name. In the Dark Network, she's known as someone who brings disaster with her wherever she goes. Dark Network? Whatever that is, that's awful. She seems to be such a nice lady. Haha, you're not a mercenary, are you? You haven't even heard of the Dark Network. Oh, right. I tagged along as Rita's assistant. My name is Dash. How about you? Just call me Captain. Most of these guys here are my buddies. Wow, that's impressive. My workplace only has 3 folks, including me. Aren't you just a kid? Did you just say workplace? Yup, I work for the Horizon Finance. Those notorious loan sharks? Why on earth would you do that? My parents ended up owing the boss a lot of money back in the day, so I'm paying it off on their behalf. Goodness, no matter how crazy they are about money, they shouldn't make a kid like you do such a thing. I appreciate you're all getting along, but could you please keep it down? I'm trying to focus on my research. Oh, look at this nerd over here. Him and his book. Oh, sorry about that, Doc. We got a bit chatty, didn't we? Well, I suppose I shouldn't be so touchy when I'm about to make the discovery of the century. Just try to keep your voice low if you can. You mentioned that it's going to be a great discovery back at the office too, didn't you? How come? Oh, so you're interested in this after all. You're not like your money-grubbing colleagues. My hypothesis is that the ruins are remains of a highly developed civilization. Civilization! Even more advanced than ours. If I can decipher what they've left behind, it could be a game changer in science and technology. Many have scoffed at me for this, but we'll see who gets the last laugh once this expedition is a success. Whoa. That's pretty exciting. I hope you find what you're looking for. Oh, she's so precious. Hey, Captain, it turns out we're working for a man who will end up in the history textbooks. Haha, I know, right? Could you put our names at the appendix once all goes well, Doc? I'm afraid not. Sorry? Oh, Doc, I was just kidding. Say, I'm the one who developed this hypothesis, and I'm the one who planned this expedition. You shouldn't try to steal other people's work. What? Hey, what do you take me for? Easy now. Settle down, buddy. We're all just trying to have some fun. I was still muted, I apologize. What's wrong, Mr. Moore or Mrs. Moores? Draw your weapons, the remaining ones approach. The remaining ones? Huh? We're under attack! We're under attack! What if it's the notorious scavengers I've heard of? My research. They must be after my research. No! Mr. Wilbur! Captain, look outside. There's a whole swarm of COs coming at us. Ugh. There was no early warning. How did they manage to get so close? Everyone hit the deck. If the ship sinks, we'll all be done for. What should I do? You just said I should stay put. What if the mercenaries get hurt fighting the COs? Wait, I'll fight with you. Let me tag along. Oh, she's not following orders. Go get him, Dash. I'm trying to see her scythe, but it doesn't really look like a scythe. It's more of a halberd, I guess. Okay. Oh, brother, they all just flew by me. We're fine. Okay. Some got behind us. It's okay, though. Apparently, they all died. Nice. Whew! How horrendous. There's all this junk around, but this is the only usable packet of moist tellets. I know this is meant to be a brief operation, but there are going to be issues with such few supplies. He's cut way too many corners. Is the rest of this stuff Wilbur's gear? Have you seen anything like that before? Why aren't you saying anything, Horizon? Ever since you accepted that ridiculous offer, my language processing algorithm has had trouble computing. I've opted for silence as any mention of your name may be apprehended or appended with highly unprofessional language. Ah! I see, you're upset. Then keep your mouth shut. I can't have my bosses ordering to foul language. Oh, shut up, human. Why on earth did you agree to do this anyway? I ran into a council member while looking for Wilbur. It reminded me of the olden days. Does this have anything to do with your biological father? You've already done your due diligence when it comes to that matter. You've paid a heavy price to ensure your father's legacy, after all. Or does that ingrate borrower have anything to do with the Arsenicos? No, it's nothing like that. It's just that I realized everyone deserves a last chance. If you really think so, I won't stop you. But not all carbon-based life forms think like you. The years of financial databases I've compiled is truth. Or proof. Yeah, I know. Maybe he doesn't deserve this, like you said. In any case, we'll find out soon enough now that we're here. Anyway, does that clear things up for you? Just take this wet towel and put it on the kid's forehead. She seems to be struggling with dive sickness. I find you most puzzling sometimes, Rita. If you're so worried about Dash, why don't you tend to her yourself? Getting close to the likes of me will do the kid no good. I guess you won't get it since you're just a machine. Unless you express yourself, the other person will never know how you feel about them. I'm not out to win brownie points with the kid. I just don't want her to get hurt. So quit your nagging and... Ah! Rita, the ship's thrusters have been damaged. I've detected multiple corruption ray signatures. We must respond. Corruption rays? How come the radar didn't pick up on it? That's because the ship was built for shallower dives, not to mention its age. Its sensors are likely useless at this depth. Damn it. Then again, of course, Wilbur wouldn't pay for a proper ship. Aren't you going to go out there? Nope. Just hand me a sig from the cartridge. That sounds rough. I urge you to reconsider. We're only here to collect Eternium. They can figure out the rest, whether it's COs or whatever. I must urge you once last time. Please reconsider, Rita. Why? Has all that short-circuiting fried your chips into caring about humans all of a sudden? It's because I can detect the signal from Dash's communicator on the deck. That good-for-nothing kid. Ooh, gotta go save her. Okay. A HRT or HRT berries, a diving essentials, a first aid kit, a fully charged Eternium shield, ample ammo, a long-distance transportation method. I have none of that. Literally none of that. Alright. Okay. Please. put that down. Even though the fight's probably over. Yep. Okay. Watch out, kid. I did not mute that time, I apologize. Thanks. You too, Captain. Hiya! Woo! It sure is reassuring to have a counter backing this up. Thanks for the compliment. Rita always says I just get in her way. What? But she hasn't even shown her face in this crisis. She's not a big fan of fighting. The boss says she spends more CRF than others. I'm not a counter, so I wouldn't know any better. But that just sounds like a lame excuse. 11 o'clock, another wave incoming. Darn it, I'm all out of ammo. Somebody hook me up! Oh gosh, it's not over yet? Cover me. I'll keep the others safe. Huh? Isn't that... It's Rita! Luckily, we're not too late. I guess. But it seems like they'd be just fine even if we were late. Rita, it's so good to see you. Look, I kept everyone safe while you were fighting. I told you to stay put. Aren't you sick from the dive? But I couldn't just sit back and watch while everyone was fighting. This is the counter side. Look after yourself first, and if you've got time, then take care of others. Hey, Lone Shark Lady. The least you can do is commend the girl. Thanks to her, nobody got injured. Aren't you proud of her at all? She's just a kid who doesn't know how to fight properly. What kind of mercenaries need help from a kid to fend off some small fry? Or those small fry? Well, she's got a spitting bone. You guys didn't seem to know what you were doing. Have you been on a dive before? No, this was our first time. But we had no choice. Nobody gives ordinary mercenaries work without prior dive experience. We're not a counter like you. Well, you're lucky you've made it this far. Is this really worth risking your life for, though? You'd better get your head in the game if you want to make it back alive. Captain. Are you done with your lecture, human? Just about. What is it? As I mentioned in the hangar, the ship's thrusters were the first to go. According to my calculations, the ship will lose its velocity and crash in approximately 17 seconds. We must prepare for a crash landing immediately. Hang on to anything you can find if you wish to live. What? Okay. Ground 1 strictly prohibits indiscriminate landings within the city. All task force companies are required to look for the dock's guiding signals before resurfacing to normal side. I see. I'll talk him through it. It's okay, you tried your best. Thanks, buddy. Well, can we fix it? Some of the guys who were grease monkeys back in the day took a look, and it seems unlikely. They say we'll have to surface and get an expert repair crew if we want to make her sail again. That can't be right. The rental service said it's easy to repair because it's an older model. Sure, when you've got plenty of spare parts. I doubt anyone can repair these things on the spot, unless they served in the war or something. No, this wasn't what I had in mind. Oh wait, there's still one more way. We can walk to our destination. You want to traverse the counterside on foot? The Eternium shields won't last, not to mention the swarm of COs who want us for lunch. But I've come too far to give up. My lifelong dream is sitting right there. Couldn't possibly give up now, then go on your own. Bye. Let's get going. Hurry. We'll miss our window if we delay any further. Look at what these guys are wearing, Wilbur. They're not even wearing steel lane protection suits. They won't last outside the ship with these small Eternium shields. Although, maybe that armored one over there might have a shot, but a single mercenary won't do you much good. Moores hardly even counts as one mercenary. That jerk didn't even lift a finger and sat in the cabin while we were busting our ass out there. No. No, it can't be. After all I've been through to get here, now you're telling me it was all in vain? Oh god, no. So are we going back just like that, Rita? Yep, totally empty-handed. But couldn't we bring him just a little more couldn't we help him just a little more while we're here? It should be easy enough for you. Help him with what? opening his eyes to reality. I already helped him plenty by letting him come this far. I may have agreed to come find these ruins on a whim, but seeing that loser now makes me realize it was a wasted effort. If anything, this might be a good thing for him. Huh? But he's got to go back empty-handed. Say, I don't buy his gibberish. Help! There we go. But his obsession with the ruins is real. If he realizes that he's been chasing after nothing, he'll probably commit suicide. So that fool's better off hanging on to his false hope. But still, he has to give up on his lifelong dream when it's just within reach. I feel so bad for him. Kid, you believe in people too easily for your own good. Sorry? What's wrong with that? There are too many wolves in sheep's clothing in the world. Myself included. Haha, you're right. I know I can count on you. That's... Damn it, I knew I should have never brought this kid along. Exactly. That defeats the purpose. Give me a hand, Horizon. We're going to repair the ship. Well, that's a surprise. You seemed completely unmotivated till just now. We might as well get a few scraps of Eternium while we're down here. Besides, surface that ship with its thrusters offline and it could crash right in the middle of downtown. My deduction algorithm suggests that you have fallen for Dash's pestering. It must be a bug. You should really get yourself checked out when we get back. This can't be. This can't be true. Come on, Doc, please get up. Sitting out here will only harm you more. Mr. Wilbur, Captain, look! It's over, kid. Don't get him started again. Huh? The ship's getting fixed? What? What did you say? It's fixed. But how? Rita helped out. She can do whatever she wants with metals and rocks and stuff. She is capable of such a thing? But that's so unfair. A materialistic jerk like that having such powers. Yo, should you really be talking about that? About somebody who just helped you? It should be good to go, more or less. Tell the guys on the bridge to try starting the engine. We have ignition. The thrusters are back online. Huh. So that really worked. It should hold together for the rest of the expedition if you drive it carefully. Thank you so much. I guess there really is a way. Where there is a will. Ha ha ha! I give you my word. If they ever write about me in the textbooks, I'll make sure they include you too. No thanks. Just get on the ship already. So we aren't returning just yet? I'm afraid so. Enjoying the show thus far? I heard you didn't do jack while everyone else was fighting. What's all that fancy armor for anyway? Oh, ye woeful fool. Decisions may be easy to overturn, but regrets remain forever. What? Sweet treasure does not always lie at the end of a treacherous journey, and even treasure may at times prove to be poisoned instead. It's not too late to turn the ship around. Make haste, lest the plague fall upon you. What are you on about? The plague? Oh, Miss Moores. Hi, Chance. Oh, I'm Lilian. Oh, girl. You're alright, thank goodness. Know her, kid? Yep. That pill she gave me drove away my motion sickness. What's that white towel in your hand for, by the way? You keep carrying it around. It's nothing. Just hop on already. Oh, she was gonna give it to her herself. Let me give you some advice, spectator. Save your mumbo-jumbo for fools who might actually fall for that crap. I'll let it slide this time, since you've been good to the kid. Okay. The foul stench of the plague. It grows ever thicker. What are you on about? You good? Are we good? Some people pursue their dreams blindly and with determination. Everyone else who struggles to survive reality watches them from behind with a worried look on their face. On his face. Hey-yo! Oh. Oh! The coordinates and the corruption ray saturation. They all match the professor's research notes perfectly. This must be it. We're on the path towards the ruins. Do you think we're at the right spot, Rita? Probably. Will was laughing his face off. Come on, put out that smoke and answer me properly. Or come on, yeah, put out that smoke and answer me properly. Don't you think it's weird? There's nothing in this area that looks like ruins. You saw it coming too, didn't you? This trip is going to end up bursting his bubble. Get a stretcher ready, he's going to pass out the moment he realizes he's been duped. So you really made it after all, Wilbur. Indeed. Words cannot describe how my heart swells at this moment. The entrance to the ruins should open up soon. I feel like my heart is going to explode. Look all you want, there are no ruins. The picnic's over, you might as well prepare yourself mentally before you head to Front Bay. Ha! Ha ha! Why are you laughing? Have you lost your mind from the shock? Oh, on the contrary. I'm just amused by your ignorance. Don't you see? The countryside is not bound by the laws of nature. It's about time you come to terms with reality. Your ruins won't just pop out of thin air just because you're in denial. Rita? Then what is that? They do look like ruins. The ruins. A building just popped out of the fog. That's it. That's the ruin I've been searching for so dearly. It's here to greet me. The day I've longed for has finally arrived. It's time I showed everyone who mocked me that they were wrong. Whoa. It's just a building. Big whoop. Save the sightseeing until we get there. Let's hurry. I hate to be a wet blanket, but you'll be sorry if you just barge in there, human. Corruption ray levels spiked the moment that building appeared. We should move with a due caution if you don't want COs to tear you apart. Who cares about some dumb COs? We have to get in there before the path closes. Stay in the ship, kid. What? But I want to check it out too. You can't? There's no reason to put you at risk. But I'll be safer with you. Can I please come, pretty please? Nobody ever listens to me, do they? Suit yourself. If you'd rather die, you good-for-nothing kid. Oh, Rita, wait for me! Okay. Well, this is going to take a turn and things are going to get bad at some point. Very quickly, probably. Okay. And so, I ended up dragging the kid in there too. I never met anyone who did the complete opposite of what I said for everything. Sounds like you cared very much about this Dash girl. Are you drunk already? That kid was just a nuisance to me. Collateral. I don't know. It sounds like you're not being very honest with yourself. You sound just like Horizon. That fool always tried to play shrink with me when she's nothing but a buggy AI. If you found her so annoying, why did you accept a Dash's collateral? Because of her parents. They were a couple of scumbags who always gambled away their money. When I told them to put up collateral if they couldn't pay, they just handed me their daughter. The counter, no less. That's exactly why I took her. I thought she could earn a pretty penny. Even so, from what I could gather, you were always trying to protect her. You don't know a thing about the loan shark business, do you? You won't get your money's worth if anything happens to the collateral. In any case, the ruins of a lost advanced civilization sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie. I suspect it wasn't exactly an ordinary sightseeing trip in there. How was it? It was anything but pleasant. Something went terribly wrong. Okay. Act 1 is done! Students, your academic developments begins with your dauntless spirit. But true scholars must face the consequences of their dauntless spirit, rather than dumping them on someone else. Whoa, there's Eternium everywhere. I've never seen chunks that big even in this line of work. We could really make a fortune from this. Why do you keep glancing about? Looking for something? Oh, Captain, have you seen Rita? I thought I'd catch up to her right away, but I guess I fell behind. That loan shark lady went ahead of us already. Not that we mind, she's clearing all the COs out of the way. But it must be exhausting for her to do all the fighting. She just wants to make sure you don't have to fight. I think. She seems awfully concerned about you. Hey, you over there. Wait. Where did you get that camera? Oh, this? It was on the ground. I thought I'd take a photo to mark the occasion, but it doesn't work. Give me that right now. It could be an artifact. What's the big deal? It looks like junk to me. What? Of course it does, you dimwit. Fools like you don't know how to appreciate anything of real value. What did you call me? Dimwits? I don't like how you treated the captain earlier. And now this? You really want to duke it out, man? That guy's like twice as big as you. You don't want the smoke. There. Let's all take it down a notch. Mr. Wilbur, why don't you go cool off over there? You could get yourself shot. Come on, buddy. It's just a broken camera. Just give it to the doc. Oomph. I've just about had it with this guy. Everyone stop watching these two and grab the Eternium. We'll be trapped in here if the path closes. This is why childhood education is so important. Idiots like that don't know when to shut up. He's nothing but a trigger-happy goon. I think you're getting a bit carried away finding this place was your lifelong dream, wasn't it? Aren't you happy that you finally fulfilled your dream? I apologize. I've made a scene. It's not my first time dealing with folks like that, but I really got carried away. I'm sure the mercenaries will understand if you explain about the artifacts. You are very different from those ignorant fools who think of nothing but money. That's such a relief. There are still people in the world who appreciate what's really important. Huh? Don't you want to make money? It's not it. I just deplore people who can't think of anything else. It's always been like that, ever since I started my research. They wanted to know if it was profitable, if they could break even on their investment. Even the professor whom I trusted so much eventually spewed out the same garbage. I've seen him before. From some story at some point. This face. It is familiar. And that's why I left the university by my own choice. That's too bad. I couldn't even go to high school. Not even high school? Then why are you working for those dirtbags? I've got a debt to pay. My dream is to pay off the debt and live under one roof with my family. Oh. I see. I'll be rooting for you. I'm sure a kind-hearted person like you will achieve your dream. Thanks, that really cheers me up. By the way, do you think that camera could really be an artifact? Certainly. It's always possible. Although I'll have to run a few tests to verify what it can do, if it is an artifact. The easiest way to find out would be to simply take a picture. But it's too risky to do it with an ordinary person. Oh, that's right. Perhaps you can help me. Are you gonna take a photo together? The demon-type COs, also known as shadows, are attracted to the sense of normal side. Some researchers claim their behavioral patterns resemble that of demons in our myths and folklore. Okay. Hiya! Oh, that's right. Perhaps you can help me. Huh? Me? Don't worry. I may not actually have a degree, but I'm a leading expert in this field. No matter what happens, you can trust me. Don't you think it's better to check back on the normal side? You never know what could go wrong. It'll be too late by then. No amount of Eternium will be enough to satisfy that money-grubbing loan shark. Granted, I'm partially driven by personal curiosity too, but it's vital that we check now. But... Eek! Haha, sorry about that, but the pursuit of knowledge always involves taking chances. You scared me. It's okay, nothing's happened yet. But now I know the camera works on counters at least. I knew this wasn't just a piece of junk. Of course, those ignorant fools didn't know what they were talking about. Let's see. It's an instant camera, but it doesn't have any film inside. Huh? Mr. Wilbur, throw that photo away right now! Huh? What's wrong? A hand popped out of the photo. Ah, that's not normal. Oh! That hurts! That was close. I would have been cut down if you hadn't shielded me. Ah! It's a copy of me! Or her! Did she just crawl out of the photo? It's so cold here. I have to Go back home. That twisted body. It must be a shadow. Shadow? What is that? Now's not the time for explanations. Is the camera capable of creating shadows? No. There must be more to this than meets the eye. Ah? Ah! Eek! Snap out of it, Mr. Wilbur. You'll get yourself killed if you space out like that. Got it. So what now? You're the expert. You must know what to do, right? I'll bring the mercenaries. Do whatever you can to hold it off. Huh? He really left her alone! Why? Why are you getting in my way? Ugh. I don't exactly know what a shadow is, but I won't let you harm anyone. Get back or else I'll fight with all I've got to. No. I just wanted to go back home. You'll pay for this. You'll pay with your life! Uh-oh. I'm sure it's fine. She was just excited to see us. That's why she let out that noise. Alright, put their hands on her there. Respectfully, by the way. End this fight quickly. Not quick enough, though. Okay. Okay. Dash, are you okay? I'll kill you all! Ugh! What should I do? She hasn't grown weak at all, even after all that fighting. Come on, don't just watch. Give the kids some covering fire. We can't, Captain. The target's too fast to aim at. We can't do this by ourselves. Let me just go find that woman instead. You coward. You're just looking for an excuse to get away, aren't you? Eek! No. The kid's in danger. Arrows? Look, it's the loan shark lady. I turned around to see what the commotion was about and what the hell is going on here. Rita, I was getting worried you might not show up. Save the small talk. Who the hell is that other kid? She looks just like you. Is she some kind of long-lost sister? She just popped out of a photo. She charged at us the moment she saw us, and we'd be in big trouble by now if you hadn't shown up. A photo? Did some tourists show up while I was away? Don't look at us like that. We had nothing to do with this. Then, did that scumbag Wilbur do something? We don't have time for a chit-chat, human. The enemy's corruption ray responses continue to linger. Please be careful. This touch. I can remember. It's hers. Sis. Why did you do that to me? Answer me! Rita, I think she's about to attack again. You don't have to explain every little thing. Just take care of yourself. Shadows is supposed to be a big deal, so the fact that this thing's running around now is a problem. Why? Why would you? She got up again, even after that brutal beating. She never gives up, does she? She's as clueless as someone I know. Who else is bold enough to be that clueless around you? That's so shocking. Forget it. What did I expect? What should we do now? If we don't stop her, she'll end up killing everyone else. Horizon, I'm gonna need your eyes for a bit. Corruption ray analysis has identified a unique trait. What that means is, keep it short and sweet. The enemy is an illusion projected into this space via a specific medium. Dash said that she came out of a photo, so that photograph must be the medium. So we just need to get rid of that photo. Kid, find that photo and destroy it while I keep the shadow pinned down. Okay, you can count on me. That guy probably has it. He's causing problems. Ah! Hey, pick on someone not your own size. Sis? I'm in so much pain. I don't want to do this anymore. Sorry, I'm not busy enough babysitting one lousy kid already. So you better just shut up and disappear now, Shadow. She's just in pain. She's not doing anything. You know, she's not. It's not her fault. I am getting hit. Just kidding, they blew up. They blew up and they took like 1/10 of our HP, but we're fine. Okay. Photo, photo, photo. Where's the photo? Eek! What are you doing in there, kid? Sorry. Oh, there it is. Rita, I found the photo. We don't have time for show and tell, just destroy it now. Ah. It's cold. Sis. Let's go home. Corruption ray response no longer detected. The quasi-demon type CO has been defeated. Really? Did we really win? Oomph. I wasted too much energy on that stupid thing. Rita, great work. Thanks to you. Oomph! What's that scratch on your arm? When did you get hurt? Well, I was... Why, and who... Okay, well, I was trying to stop her before you got here. Fair enough, I was going to try to read that, but it's fine. She really is something else, isn't she? Defeating the shadow all by herself. Who cares about that? Search the entire area at once. What for? This place is in shambles. What kind of question is that? We've got to find that camera. The camera? What would you need that junk for? A learned man like me can find a use for that. With enough research and study, anything can be useful. Somebody should probably destroy that immediately. Like, we could find you another artifact, not that one. That one is built different. If my conjecture is correct, this must be an artifact that projects the future of the photographed subject. I'd hope that's not the case. Because I don't want Dash here to become a shadow. If we can foresee the future, imagine how valuable that would be. Oh, maybe you should choose your words more carefully, Doc. Ah! I can't breathe. Rita! Keep your mouth shut, kid. So this is how you repay me for giving you another chance. What was all that hogwash you were spewing, Wilbur? Project what now? Can you let go of me first? Ah! Listen closely. That is my property. It's not for some ingrate like you to do with as you please. So try running that mouth of yours again. You can forget about Front Bay. I'll bury you right here. Oh, she's angry. Angry about him messing with Dash. I got it. Please. You'll break my neck. Listen closely to what I'm saying. Oh, right, I'm listening. I'm going to have to charge this fool for damaging my property. I've already gotten rid of all the COs on this floor. Collect everything worth money here. In addition to the Eternium as promised, Horizon Finance will also take all the artifacts. That includes your cut, you twits. I'm going to have Horizon monitor you. If you take anything for yourselves, you'll be pulling triggers with your pinkies. Ah! Oh, we won't touch them. Everyone's scared out of their minds, having barely survived all that. Come along, kid. Didn't you hear me, kid? Oh, well, I'm coming. Rita. To some, family is blood. To some others, it means people who are happy to be with each other. Okay. Why are you so quiet, kid? Don't you have something to say to me? Well, you don't like it when I get chatty. Since when did that stop you? Go ahead, what's bothering you? Nothing, it's nothing, really. Since I'm your property, I'm just going to be nice and quiet from now on. Oh. Ah. Rita? What's wrong? Right. Well said. I'm not some babysitter your parents hired. I'm your owner. But you never do as I say. The moment I take my eyes off you, you get yourself into danger, always getting yourself hurt. How am I supposed to not get angry at you? You don't give a damn about or a darn about me. Sorry, she did not say damn. All you care about is that hopeless family of yours. You want to go back to them? And back to your parents? Well, I bet all that talk of paying back the debt is a big fat lie. It'd be more plausible if you said you're trying to annoy me into getting rid of you. Rita, my parents. Listen, kid, let me set one thing straight once for all. Those dirtbags of parents you've got are... Oof. Forget it. What am I doing trying to tell a kid like you that sort of stuff? Open your eyes, kid. Can I really? You're not going to eat me alive? Of course not. Why would you even say that? But you looked super scary just now. I thought you'd devour me. Still, I came to realize how you feel after what you just told me. You wish I'd care for you more than others, right? Did something go wrong with your circuitry like Horizon? I have no idea how you even reached that conclusion. It's just a gut feeling. I'm the closest person to you in the world, after all. Well, you don't have to worry about that. Nothing makes me happier than following you around. No. You're incurable, aren't you? You'd better beat Horizon first if you want to try to stick by my side. Oh, the boss said she wouldn't mind if I took her spot. That piece of junk never helps, does she? So don't you ever leave my side. From now on, this is your final warning. Okay, ma'am. I see. I expected that to take a slightly sadder turn, but she bounced back quickly. Numerous worlds collapsed. They sacrificed everything that they had, even that which they shouldn't, to get the answer they wanted. Hiya! We can't go down any further. This must be the bottom floor. Looks like we came down here for nothing. Unlike upstairs, there's hardly a piece of junk down here, let alone Eternium. Should we go back up? I heard we'd have to get back before the path closes. There's tons of Eternium up there. They'll probably need our help loading it all up. By the way, are you really going to take all the Eternium and artifacts from here? A threat like that is the only way to knock some sense into that Wilbur fool. I guess humoring that crazy guy turned out to be more lucrative than expected. If he shows any sign of remorse for what he's done, maybe I'll consider covering his research expenses. Come hither. Huh? Rita, what is it? Shh. I think I just heard something. Heard what? I didn't hear anything. That's probably not good. Ye who shall be our sister, come hither. Is it this way? This wall doesn't seem to be that thick. Achoo! Rita, I can't open my eyes with all this dust. Just hold my hand and follow me. There's another space inside. Whoa, they seem to have conducted some kind of experiment here. Right? But it's strange. What's strange? I didn't realize there was a place like this until I heard that creepy voice just now. And it's in perfectly fine shape. There's no way the CEOs would leave such a dark, enclosed space alone, or place alone. See? Even the documents are neatly organized on the desk. You're right. It's as if no one touched this place since it was abandoned. Lucky for us, there are fools who'd pay a fortune for even a stack of papers like this. The front lines remain at a stalemate, but the troop shortage seems to get worse each day. Has made a decision. We must all, or use all means possible to mass-produce counters. The cloning technology based on mental printing is our final hope. We cannot retreat any further. The crystalline structure bears the... Oh, I didn't want to read that anyway. And with this, the tide of the battle may turn. No, it must turn. Mass-produce counters? Does this mean what I think it means? Rita, come here! I think I found something worthwhile, like you said. This is a crystal. I'm sure a huge pretty gem like this will fetch a handsome price. Good. This should be worth the risk of taking it back with us. Oh, was that a compliment just now? Why are you always so eager for compliments? They really cheer me up, you see. They make me feel like I can do the impossible. See the invisible. You know, row, row, fight the power. Then I won't compliment you anymore. I can't have you getting reckless and dying. Oof! I'd hate to do this, but I'll need Wilbur to appraise the crystal. See if I can catch him. It can reach him up there. Okay. Alert. Unauthorized transmission detected in the restricted access area. Initiating security protocol. What? The security system is working in an old beat-up place like this? Rita, look! Exterminate, exterminate, exterminate the unclean, exterminate. The end is nigh. The signs of the end times. Exterminate, exterminate. These AI seem an awful lot more aggressive than the boss. These guys must have been here long before the COs. Stay behind me, kid. We'll have to fight our way through. Okay. Large street battle weapon. Yo, wait, chill! I was trying to deploy and the game wasn't having it. Okay. Just like that, it's over. Exterminate, exterminate, exterminate the unclean, exterminate. The hounds of the fall, the signs of the apocalypse. Exterminate, exterminate. Yo, what are you on about? I already smashed a bunch of them, but they keep coming. Looks like someone didn't want this place found. Or bound. Found? Found. I guess I have no choice. I wanted to hold back since we're underground. What the? An earthquake? Why now of all times? Where are you, kid? Wait, I'm right here! We've got to get out of here. I'll open up a path and try to keep up. Got it. I'll be right behind you. How can you smile in a situation like this? Okay. Here and there, the patient's body had turned into various sharp objects. Through what remained of his mouth, he shouted until he died that he could see his late wife. That day, I felt like a doctor who witnessed the plague for the first time. From an army surgeon's journal. I see. Heave-ho! This should be the last of what we can gather for now. Looks like we're just about done collecting the spoils. Make preparations for departure as the path will soon close. Woo! Thank goodness it all ended without much trouble. Hey everyone, let's go grab a drink after this. Captain's Street. They're all about it. Oh. Based on the corruption ray analysis, this is an artifact, and so is that. This is far beyond even what I expected. I'll make a triumphant return to the Academia with this. Hey, Doc, don't you think you should apologize to that loan shark lady first? What? Why should I? Look at this bruise on my neck. That brutish woman did this to me. If anything, she should be the one apologizing to me. I'm furious, I tell you. She thinks she can just claim the artifacts for herself? She has no right. Speaking of which, I've been meaning to ask you about that. She said something about claiming the artifacts in addition to the Eternium as promised. Doesn't it say you'll distribute all the Eternium from this gig to us in our contract? Come on now. Listen closely to what I've got to say. If you help me, both fame and fortune will be yours. What the heck are you talking about? Didn't you see what a monster she was? What a greedy brute she is. Throwing a tantrum like that just because she couldn't have her way. Oh, brother. This guy's about to cause some problems. We're lucky she just left that outdated drone with us. Now's our chance. Are you suggesting we stab them in the back? Precisely. That's exactly it. It just so happens that I've got the perfect artifact for the job here. This should tie them down for the time being, even if they're counters. Those brutes are nothing by parasites feeding off of people in trouble. I bet they'll just sell all these precious artifacts. That won't do at all. No siree. Don't think of this as betrayal. It's an act of justice. For the sake of academia and society. Understood? Sorry, but I'm going to pretend I never heard that. Huh? Why? I've only stated the truth. Huh. We're hardly free of blame either, but you're a real class act. We wouldn't have made it this far without them. Get your head together before it's too late. But What? An earthquake? I think so. Get behind me, you never know what could go wrong here. Alas, the seed of pestilence yet remains. Hey, Moors, what's gotten into you? You're creeping us out. In any case, you've been a big letdown. You keep blurting out that ominous crap instead of living up to your reputation. Ew! What was that weeping sound? My knees have gone weak from the fright. Be prepared. Tribulations are afoot. What in the world? Tyrant armor? This is fine. Nothing to worry about. Whoa, that was close. Tell me about it. Too bad we couldn't recover the crystal. We don't have enough time to dig through the rubble. I guess we'll have to just do without it. By the way, kid, what were you doing in there before we ran? Huh? I was right behind you. Yeah, right. I know you disappeared while I was fighting. I wouldn't have had to call for you if you were right behind me. I swear, things got a bit hectic with all the bullets flying our way, but I stuck right behind you. Then you'd better explain how you got your hands on that crystal you're trying to hide. Huh? What's going on? I never took this. Alright then, the crystal must have feet. Yeah, that's the explanation you're going with? I mean, since we don't know what happened, seems as feasible as any. Sure. It doesn't. Ugh. I guess it's too late to scold you for bringing this. I'm not sure what happened, but at least we won't have to go back empty-handed. Speaking of which, that earthquake was overkill, Rita. You almost squashed us too. What are you talking about? I wouldn't do anything so reckless. You mean that earthquake was just a coincidence? Yes, the timing was just uncanny. Call the folks upstairs, tell them we're on our way. It's not working. Am I on the wrong frequency? The corruption ray might be jamming the signals. Try cranking it up. Pete! This mayday is relayed through the shortwave line designated by the administration. Huh? Uh-oh. We've encountered a Category 3. Please, we won't stand a chance on our own. Oh, that's no good. Did you hear that, Rita? It's that captain of theirs. I just can't count on anyone here, can I? Grab my hand, we'll fly back up to the surface. Look over there, Rita. There are people near the ship. Something flattened this place before we could get here. Why didn't Horizon get in touch with us? When's the cavalry coming, Captain? We're all going to die at this rate. Shut up. I'm busting my ass here too. You ain't the only one who's scared here. Come on, anyone will do. Just come help us already. I just don't want to die. Captain, are you okay? What happened? Speak! Well, we were just trying to go back. That's all we did. Right, it was Moore's. She must have summoned that monster. It's true what they say. She really is the bringer of disaster. Wake up! The ship is still intact. You'd better get frosty if you want to make it out alive. Gather all your men, and I'll stop the monster. Roger. A tyrant, huh? This can't be good. Kid, I might not be able to protect you this time. Don't worry, Rita. I'll do my best to help. I'm sure we're gonna make it out just fine. Never seen that creature before. But it's fine. We got it under control. We got it on lockdown, actually. Tyrant armor means nothing to me. It does look cool, though. Look at that! Me admiring the enemy. Get him, Dash. Okay. Just a little more pepper. I think he took us a little bit there. He did. She's tired. Maybe the corruption ray was too potent this time. I got worn out sooner than usual. She defeated it at Category 3. That was incredible, Rita. Nobody likes a brown-nosed kid. Just go find Horizon. I think someone's picked up our Mayday signal. Nice, we got a couple ships. This is Daymine Mining Team 1. We're here in response to our Mayday call. This is an Administration Patrol ship, Toulouse. We're sending medics your way right now. Hooray! You guys came a bit too late. You missed a great show. Wow, these official task forces sure have huge ships. Yeah, it's like we can leave the cleanup to those guys. Too bad I overexerted myself. It'll take more than a single shard of Eternium to charge me back up. Oh yeah, you'll get motion sickness on the way back as well. Brace yourself. Ugh. I'm never coming back here again, especially because of motion sickness. Our sister. Did you hear that, kid? Huh? Hear what? Oh right, we shouldn't just lounge around like this. We have to help them move the wounded. No, I could swear I heard something. The creepy voice that I heard when I found the crystal. Upon the tribulation, ye shall become our sister. Prepare to ID everyone down there. It could be a trap set by the scavengers. Huh? The corruption ray response is spiking. What are you talking about? What do you mean there are 3 Category 3s? This is our Toulouse. We've encountered multiple Category 3s during the rescue. I repeat, this is the Toulouse. As a reminder, apparently Category 2s can destroy an entire city easily, so these Category 3s are... yeah. Bad news bears. High energy blast detected from the COs. We can't evade it. This guy's about to get deleted. Rita, there's another CO over there. Stay put, kid. Get behind me. Are we good? My ears are ringing. What happened? After Rita threw herself over me, I saw something flash. My arm! Someone please find my arm! Oh. No, I want to go home. Mommy! Mommy! We're all going to die. We're all going to die. This guy's losing her mind. COs? Where did they all come from? Rita, where are you? Rita, wake up. It's only a scratch. It's no big deal. Liar, you can barely move. You got hurt trying to protect me. Let me help you walk. So what now? Everyone's dying. We have to get to the ship. That's our only chance now. The ship's about to take off. We have to hurry, Rita. You fool. Just go by yourself. But I can never be so selfish. I don't want to. Hang in there, Rita. Let's go home together. What are you waiting for? Surface back to the normal side. No! We need to preheat the Eternium drive if we want to make a jump. It'll just take a minute. A minute? A minute, you say? Didn't you just see 2 other ships explode? We'll be done for if those monsters get us. Huh? What was that sound? Give us a hand over here. It's the lone shark lady and the kid. Oh no. Dashing on! Barely made it. Hey kid, hang in there. We'll pull you up right away. This guy's about to Lion King our whole mess. Wait. Look, the Category 3s are coming after us next. It's true, but they weren't moving till just till now. What should we do? They took out 2 ships like it was nothing. Shake off the kid, they started moving when the 2 grabbed onto the ship. Mr. Wilbur, What are you talking about? I can't hang on much longer. Help! Right, we can't just abandon the kid who fought to protect us. It doesn't seem like the monsters are going to attack us just yet. You imbeciles. Why are you hesitating? Your lives are on the line. Give me your gun. I doubt even the counter can keep hanging on while with the bullet spraying at them. Oh, my lord. If we actually do turn into shadows, I hope we come back and tear this person limb from limb. That's just my 2 cents. Please put the gun away. You're scaring me. Ha ha! Remember what you lot said when I begged to you? How does it feel to be in my shoes now? Your heart just sinks, doesn't it? But I took your side. Oh, of course you did. I remember. And your name was... Oh well, whatever. Nothing was more humiliating than having to hear such things from a loan shark's errand girl. Oh. What? What do I gain from saving you two? You'll just hound me again and ruin my promising future. If you really want to live, why don't you beg? Say, we were too stupid to recognize your greatness. Please save us, Dr. Wilbur. Say it. Oh, this... Rita and I were too stupid to recognize your greatness. Please save us, Dr. Wilbur. I can't believe you actually said it. You're a complete moron, aren't you? Well, I don't feel like it. Stupid kid. This is the worst timeline. I hope I never see this man ever again. I'm sure I will in this story, but hopefully the next time we see him, it's on different terms. I have a favorite bar. I don't remember its name or location. I go there every day to drink and wait for someone who never comes. Ah. Woo! Are you okay? I think you drank too much. You underestimate me. This isn't nearly enough to take me out. But you did drink a lot, even for a counter. My father forced me to increase my tolerance by drinking like a fish. These fish do be drinking sometimes. Don't leave any vulnerabilities they could exploit. That's about the only useful thing he taught me. As for what just happened, it's only because all this yapping reminded me of that miserable incident. Almost makes me wonder how I forgot all about it until now. It must have been infuriating. You wouldn't have had to endure such humiliation if you had conserved your energy. That's all just a sorry excuse. Looking back, maybe I was actually hoping for something like that. Maybe I wanted the kid to have a hard time like I did. How juvenile. You're like a child playing pranks on a kid you like. Agreed. I just figured getting her butt kicked would finally teach her a lesson. The kid never found anyone suspicious, you see. She just thought everyone was as stupidly honest as she was. She'd probably get swindled down to her socks if I left her alone for a few days. Sound like a father worried about his only daughter, albeit with a rather brusque way of putting it. I hear that often, that I'm like my old man, and that's how he raised me. This is hardly the most appropriate venue to pry about your personal life, but I am curious. Given your capabilities, couldn't you find a better job than loan shark? That's all you wanted to know? It's not much, really. I'm no different from the kid. I had to pay off a debt with my life. I see. Another act done! We got 2 more to go. The Arsenicos was a criminal organization that dominated the underworld before and after the war. The boss at the time, Don Arsenico, was an object of respect and fear to many other organizations. That is, until he went against the council. Okay. Yo, is that the machine operator? Nope, that's just a rifleman. I lied. I forgot the actual name for that enemy, but there's a NPC who turned out to be fairly important recently, and I thought that was her. It was not. When my father was the Don, it was easy to do business. The war left us with a construction boom, weak law enforcement, and mercenaries who needed black market weapons. Everyone was a solid business partner for my father back then. The trouble is, even the sturdiest castle wears down and crumbles with time. As for the Arsenicos, that time came sooner than most. They haven't found the culprit yet? Even the police said they didn't have any clear leads. You gotta be clear-eyed about this sort of stuff, Rita. There's always the possibility that it was an accident. You're the one who should clear your eyes, Uncle. It was a waste of time considering the possibility of the improbable. Something blew up under the car, Uncle. Right under the Arsenico's base, or boss no less. To me, the possibility of someone planting explosives under the car seems a lot more plausible than this gas pipe explosion theory. I completely understand why you'd be so touchy about this. Still, look around you. All those goons who'd flip out over a scratch on Father's body. Where are they now? What did the matchmaker say? No one's been able to reach the capo for days now. That brawler would have died on the street long ago if Father hadn't taken him in. In any case, this happened on his turf. Shouldn't he take responsibility for this as the capo in charge? Rita, there's a more urgent matter than finding the culprit. The payment we promised the council is due today. If we don't pay by midnight, they'll use that as an excuse to tear the family apart. We'll get the money no matter what. The Arsenicos always honors its promise. But how? Nobody's stepping up to help us in case they upset the council. Then do you have any better ideas, Uncle? The council gave me a notice. They said they'd postpone the due date if you use your powers to help with their business. That's not all. They even said they'll help us get back the businesses we lost to other families after the boss went down. That's a very appealing offer. Especially for you, considering how you'll be taken over as the Don while I work my butt off as their living ATM. That's a bit out of the line, Rito. Or maybe I've hit the nail on the head. Here's my response to their offer. Please make sure you pass it on verbatim. We'll give you the money, as promised, but we refuse the other offer. I'll never make a deal with you unless Father comes back and vouches for you personally. Why do you insist on doing things the hard way? Father never wanted the Arsenicos to cross the line. He'd never want the family to capitulate to a bunch of treacherous wolves. Rita, I really didn't want to go this far. Oh, brother! These are the machine collector's goons? You must be quite pleased with the council's offer. Both you and the boss are far too outdated. The machine collector was the person I was thinking of, by the way. Even if they are not here, I at least recognize the people as, oh, that's them. I've dedicated myself to the family for many years as well. I can't bear to watch you and your old man ruin it any longer. Think about it again. A vast majority of the capos share my feelings. I bet they do. Anyone who objected probably had someone or something blow up under their cars. Well, I'm glad to hear of this, Uncle. This is the first time you and I agree on something. I can't stand the sight of a backstabbing fool like you either. Hey, Jazzy. Oh, girl. Good pup. Oh, girl. Such a good puppy, yes. Oh, girl. Good girl. Good baby. Up. Up. Oh, my dog wants attention. How odd. According to the GPS coordinates, this is the rendezvous point agreed upon with the Arsenicos. I could never understand the humans' idiosyncrasies. Asking to meet in a battlefield like this. Rita, there's no need to point guns at your family. Oh, is it different now? Is it different now that you got a gun in your face? That's right, Jazzy, it's different now. We're both just trying to do what's best for the organization. We just had different approaches. So why don't you put the gun down and... Did he put that directly between his skull? Between his eyes? You disgust me. You're not even fit for pig's will. Facial scan and recognition complete. Confirmed as the client, Rita Arsenico. And what's this now? Some kind of pirate drone? Greetings. I am Horizon, the CEO of Horizon Finance. You're Horizon? A piece of junk like you? I must protest this description of me. If you consider the durability and reliability of our respective bodies, You must concede I'm far superior to your mishmash of malleable proteins. I suppose AI controls everything nowadays, even the stock market. I was wondering who'd be outrageous enough to ignore the council and meet me, and now I see why. That's quite enough admiring. Now tell me why you asked to see me. I called you because I needed money. This deal will be so big it'll leave quite a mark on your resume. I do have one question before I grant you the loan. How do you plan to use it? To shut up a bunch of scoundrels. Sounds like you'll need a considerable sum then. Just tell me if you can lend it to me or not. I'll pay you back no matter what. I'll sell my own body if I need to. I can lend you all the money you need, so long as you faithfully remit your monthly installments. But is this for the sake of your organization or your father? So the story of my family spread far enough. Even loan sharks know about it. One comes across many stories in this line of business. That's partly why I chose this vocation. Well, which is it? It's for my father. Very well, the interest rate is 2.5 until maturity. Please don't be late on your payments. 2.5%? How can you keep business running with that kind of interest rate? That's what everyone says, until they're late on their payments. But I'm sure even 2.5% is a large sum for you, given your currently precarious position in the organization. And as such, I'd like to make you an offer you can't refuse. Rita Arsenico. Someone's been watching too many movies. Real mafiosos don't talk all fancy like that. You vile humans are full of lies, even in your historical video logs. Let her know. My offer is this. Work for me, and I'll loan you the money interest-free. What? Are you thinking of making money off my abilities too? All I need is for someone to collect money on my behalf. Given the cleanup costs, merely intimidating our clients is cheaper than actual use of force. And someone as mean-looking as you would be perfect for the job. You're not exactly helping yourself saying that. It's meant to be a compliment in my line of business. So what do you say? Well, I suppose that is an offer we can't refuse. With the rumor spread that I was reduced to working for Horizon, everyone got disinterested in me quickly. Maybe they were convinced that I'm no better than a petty servant for a loan shark. Or maybe it was because of Horizon's track record, bankrupting 2 terrorist organizations that threatened him. Either way, I only ended up saving the organization in name only. It may have looked all fancy on the outside, but everything had rotted away on the inside. Maybe the family my father was trying to protect never existed in the first place. The world I knew was full of scumbags like that. And I believed that for a while during my partnership with Horizon. Okay, my bad. She started to believe it. That is, until I ran into that kid who was too nice for her own good. And that's Dash! Corruption syndrome develops acutely in the hyperdeaths of the countersign. What they said. Anyway, where was I? Oh, right. I barely managed to summon a Morta right before we hit the ground. Had I been a second later, me and the kid would have been smashed to bits. Not even a counter could survive a fall from that height. And that was all I could do for her. I had no idea Mr. Wilbur was such a bad person. Things wouldn't have come to this if I had just listened to Rita. No, I've got to pull myself together. The boss isn't even here. I've got to protect Rita by myself. Go away, Tear Fairy. Shoot. Oh. Oh, she was crying. Hang in there, Rita. I'll get you to safety no matter what. Kid, you're alive. Captain? Oh, this guy's dead. Help. My body feels like it's being torn to shreds. Hang in there. Let me help you up. Captain? What's wrong, Captain? My body. There's something wrong with it. Help. Oh, brother, he's turning into a CO. Captain, he's turning into a corrupted object? Could it be the other mercenaries are affected too? Stay back, Captain. I have to keep Rita safe. If you get any closer, you'll leave me no choice. Oh, Dash is going through it right now. No. Okay. I am tabbing out for a second. Okay, we're good. Yep. Jazzy. Good girl. Don't lick your paw. I won. Did you just see that, Rita? I defeated a CEO all by myself. I did a good job, right, Jazzy? No. No, you know you're not supposed to be down there. Stop it. No, no, no. Ugh, this dog. Oh, Dash. The captain suddenly turned into a CO. It was scary, but I fought so hard to protect you. I did a good job, right? Right? Oh. I'm sorry. We wouldn't be here if I hadn't insisted. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Go away, Tear Fairy. No. Backup data integrity verified. Rebooting system. Prototype tactical control artificial general intelligence horizon activated system. Okay, yeah, what she said. Boss? Boss, where have you been? I was worried sick about you. I'm sorry, Dash. I was temporarily shut down due to exposure to a potent corruption ray from a Category 4. A Category 4? Yes, the corruption ray seems to have originated from the heart of the expedition base camp. It's quite odd. Based on the trajectory of the final burst of the rays, the exact point of origin is... Moors! Moors over here being a corrupted object, I guess. Perhaps we can put this matter aside for now, as it does not present an immediate threat. By the way, why were you crying? Yo, what up, Sean? I'm doing okay. How are you doing? I'm hanging in there, fighting the illness, and playing some Counterside. What are you up to, other than watching me? Why are you crying? You resembled an abandoned puppy whimpering in the rain. Well... I see. It is natural for humans to be traumatized from witnessing a fellow human transform into a CEO. You mean, you knew about this before? It's common knowledge and... Jazzy! Hang on. Jazzy, you know better than that. Come on. Sit. Sit right here. Actually, no. You're in the way of the wire. Sit. Come on. Hey. Hey. Jazzy. Sit. Good girl. That's better. Good job. Excellent. Now just sit and behave. Good girl. Common knowledge in the industry, despite the censorship against it and its depiction of mass media. My bad. You don't need to feel so down. You stopped the mercenaries' captain from hurting anybody else. Thank you, boss. That's very kind of you. A responsible employer knows when to encourage an employee disheartened by failure. If I had expected this to happen, I would have come in my combat frame. Too bad. Rita will blame herself again for getting you hurt. Sorry? It's nothing. I can still detect corruption rays equivalent to those of Category 3s in the vicinity. It's not safe here. Category 3? Could it be those COs that took down the ships? It's unclear, but they're definitely not the sort I'd want to face. Let's go, Dash. We must take shelter first. Jazzy, no. Little girl. I had to double check something. It said number 8. I'm like, we haven't been through 8 missions in this act already. There was a wanderer who was resented by all. Although she longed for rest, she could not achieve it by himself. Okay. Referred to her as a her all the way up until the last word there. Are these the last remaining? Can you hear me? Ye who had to remain amidst the fall? Though our beginnings may differ, we all met the same ends. Though you may rue meeting your end at the soiled guillotine, I pray you may rest in peace. Yo, more is this different. Have you called all those who remain yet, or have you called all those who yet remain for these tribulations? They are but victims who fear their extinction, as you once were. How cruel and heartless of you, ye apostle of Thagirion. I was wondering which mere mortal dared massacre the beasts I had personally handpicked. You still strut about with such audacity, you insolent wayfarer. I hardly deserve such a foul description from the likes of you, who insist on wearing the skin of the dead. Solicitatio. Sure, why not? Do not speak the name bestowed by the king in vain. You are nothing but a pathetic exile trapped in that rusty armor, stripped of all your former glory, armies, and subjects. Your frail state suggests your meaningless resistance shan't last much longer. Still, the king has chosen this sacrifice as a vessel for the system. Your meddling shall not be tolerated. So you've sent your minions to the sacrifices, but these weren't all of them. As I've said, this was determined directly by the king. There are no ifs when fulfilling the king's will. The mortals call these fallen beasts Category 3. But in order to teach you some manners, I suppose we'll need something far more ferocious. Behold, although it may still be fenced in, the king's blessing is plenty. Sacrifice shall kneel before the true master amidst agony and pain. Now do your worst, wayfarer, as you've always done. That's no good. Outstanding hunting skills or a virtue of an officer regardless of culture. Okay. What they said. Where am I? I remember falling with a kid. Did I get swept into something while I was unconscious? Hey kid, answer me if you're still alive. Hi Dash. Kid? There you are. Why aren't you answering me? Spacing out like that. Why? Why did you lie to me, Rito? What? I know that you'll never let me go, even when I pay off my debts. Why would you do this to me? I worked so hard because I trusted you. What are you talking about? I promised you I'll let you return to your parents the moment you pay off their debts. You expect me to believe you? After all the violence and blackmail, isn't that all you know how to do? I haven't seen her do that once, at least not with you. Hey, kid. I could never pay off all that debt in the first place. Be honest, you just wanted a docile, obedient pet. Isn't that right? If you were to ask me nicely, maybe I can really be that for you. It's not like you to be so sarcastic. I saved you. Do you know what I saw when I went to get you? Your house is full of trash. And there you were, sewing eyes onto dolls for money while bugs crawled all over your skin. Are you saying I'm no better than those gambling addicted maniacs? But you're a murderer, Rita. What did you just say? Bang! I hear Antonio saying it tickles when fish are nibbling his skin. Enough. Bang bang! Lorenzo wants to know why his family had to die because of him. I said that's enough, kid. Bang, bang, bang. Your uncle is crying, Rita. He's wondering why you couldn't give him just one more chance. Enough! Boom. Mommy said it's too hot in the car. She's begging for her... Oh! She's begging for help as her face melts away. Enough! Where have you been the last few days? I have a stream schedule that I was gonna work on, but basically I took 2 days off on Wednesday and Thursday to celebrate my days off work and just take it easy. And then yesterday, work was so bad that I passed out immediately when I got home and did not wake up till about 6:37. I did stream or plan to stream yesterday, but then I woke up and I was like, let me go make a new schedule on my Twitch page and just follow that. So that's what we're doing now. Yesterday's stream was moved today, and vice versa. Everything was pushed forward. Also, hello, Justin. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? No, kid. That wasn't intentional. You hit her! It's okay. You're just a shameless, disgusting villain. Oof! You had to work? It's all good, man. I'm still chilling here, and we still got a ways to go. There's plenty of story to go still. Fair enough. That's what I'm saying, dude. But yeah, we're chilling. We're just gonna do a 4-day stream schedule. I already failed my 31-day stream challenge a while ago, so now we're just taking it easy. We're cruising. We're sticking to our schedule, having specific games on specific days. And that's what we're doing. Back to the same old, like when I first started streaming. Excuse me while I keep my dog from getting under my desk. Jazzy, no. Go get the ball. Get the ball. Come on. Get the ball. No? Alright, fine. You gonna stream Resident Evil 4 Remake? Resident Evil 4 Remake? Dude, I don't know about that one, Chief. I streamed Resident Evil Village. That was good enough, wasn't it? There's no point trying to pretend you're good now. Isn't that right? No! What do you mean, no? Resident Evil Village was spooky. Rita? You're that shadow from the ruins. Rita, tell me, am I some object you can just toss away when you feel like it? Don't get any closer. I don't like that. Stay away, kid! I don't like that! You're being such a big baby, Jazzy. Get him! Or better, only slightly, because Village had Lady D. See, that's what I'm saying. We got to see Lady D. That should be good enough. That should be good enough. When does Resident Evil 4 the remake come out? Because I have not been keeping up with any video game releases other than the new Pokemon coming out next month. Before got Ada, Ada Wong. I've heard things about her, and by heard things I mean I know what she looks like, and she cute. No, you want to see Crow running from Dr. Salvador? What you mean, man? Was me not running away from Lady D and the Machine Guy and all those people not good enough? Still no? Chainsaw Guy? Never seen him, never heard of him. This name means nothing to me. The only thing I know is Ada, which is Ada Wong, and I've seen her before, that's it. In prison, the inmates discriminate among each other using or based on their charges. Okay. My dog's up to stuff. To innocent civilians, they're just criminals, but they too avoid murderers and think it's fair game to beat up pedophiles anytime they want. And the Big Cheese? The Chainsaw Guy, Ada Wong, and the Big Cheese. What type of game is this? Are you sure you're not playing Toontown? Come on, man, it'll be fun. What you're describing to me sounds like Toontown right now. But who's to say what crime is worthy of respect and what's worthy of disdain? Everyone knows there's no difference. Also, I still don't know when it's coming out. Unless it's out already. They just want a punching bag to relieve their stress upon. I was probably extra dramatic with those fools for a similar reason. 3/25/23. That is so far away, and you guys are asking about it now. March 24th. I wish it was 24th. Either way, I got you. That is like 5 months away, and you guys are asking about it now. I'll forget it exists tomorrow. Remind me in 5 months, and maybe I'll consider it. It depends what else is around, out and around, and what we're doing then. I don't know when it's coming out, but we have the Battle Network Collection, which is coming out. We'll remind you, that's what I'm saying. Don't worry. The Battle Network Collection, which I'm probably not going to touch the Battle Network games. We stopped doing those until that collection's out, then we'll try again. Just one of those, I'll touch it again once the game is re-released, basically. Also, hey, you can't just drag us out here. This is a crime, you know? That's right. We had dibs on that spot 3 days ago. So many people hit the jackpot there. Ow! Honey! I'm always amazed by how quickly people forget fear. Do you love gambling that much? Even after I waterboarded you last month? Snagged you a collector's edition pre-order? Okay, very nice. What does that come with? What kind of prizes, little goodies do you get with your collector's edition? In any case, you'd better cough up this month's payment as promised. We will, once we win some money. We're trying to earn some money to pay you back, but you just keep getting in the way. We're going to sue you if you keep doing this. Be my guest, you'll find out the pen isn't mightier than the sword after all. Or rather, the fist! I thought I was gonna punch him again. You think you can scare us like that? You'll get yourself killed if you obsess over money so much, you hear? It's always a pain in the butt dealing with old fools like you. Especially when you keep borrowing more money under other people's names. Oh, come on, just give us a few more days. This next jackpot is going to be huge. I couldn't care less about your jackpot. I'm just here to collect this month's payment. I'll tell you what then. Just give me a collateral. Huh. Well, anything of value we've got has already been taken as collateral. Our house, our car. Those bankers can be so heartless, I tell you. They'll be sorry when we're rich. I'm not interested in your junk. That'll only fetch me peanuts. I'm talking about your daughter. Our daughter. That's right. The daughter you make work for 17 hours a day, not even sending her to school. Yo, this girl did get saved. A sturdy girl like that could be worth the collateral. No, you can't. No way. Who's going to earn our seed money if she's gone? That's right. We won't even let her do mercenary work. In case she gets injured and can't make money. Main thing is a statue of Leon with shotgun and his iconic jacket. You wanted the collector's edition, but they went so fast. That's because Justin got the last one. Sounds like you guys are gonna have to meet up outside and settle this like men and see who gets the collector's edition. That's what it sounds like to me. Also, these guys are a piece of shit, treating their daughter like that. I wasn't asking for your consent. Why bother? Exactly, why bother? You already have it. You don't have to meet him outside, but you can settle it like men. I was simply notifying you that I'll be taking her. Easy. Exactly. You can go out there, settle this, and still have your collector's edition. Darn it. How does the CEO know about my past? This isn't the time for reminiscing. I've got to find the kid and get out of this creepy joint. You are impressive for a mere mortal. That voice. Isn't it from the basement? My name is Solicitatio. I am the first being who delivers the revelations of the king. The king? Then I'm Mary Antoinette, you creepy albino. Hey, whoa, relax! You'll just be gone one day? I didn't take it. Exactly. It's just gonna be gone. There will be no settling of anything. It's just gone. Don't you think it's getting a bit too... Don't you think it's getting a bit old to talk about kings? It's been centuries since Louis the... What is that? 16th? Lost his head after all. The way you feign confidence almost elicits my pity. Do you think you'd stand a chance against me with your mere counterwatch? You've probably realized it as well. Your resistance is futile. Is that so? Why would someone so impressive like you do this then? Are you some sort of pervert who gets off on other people's guilty conscience? It is because you are an impediment. Yes, you are an impediment to our king's plans. I sought to grant the chance to be reborn as a perfect being, to the one who found the crystal. But this child did not heed my voice. Crystal? You mean you tried to get to the kid when we were underground? I almost ordered 2 on accident because you kept debating and already had one in my cart when I accidentally caved in. When you finally caved in. Are you saying... Punch it in, nice. You almost ordered 2 on accident and you finally caved in. So do you have that second one or not? Because you might be able to get some money selling it to a friend, you know what I'm saying? Well, you said almost, so I don't think you have it. Yeah, no, I thought so. Unfortunate. It's okay, man. Sean, you can just pay double for it. I promise they're out there. Couldn't afford to. Oof! Understandable. I got you. Indeed, but she would not take her eyes off of you. So I had no choice but to destroy you first. Funny. I was about to say the same to you. The kid is mine. If you so much as lay a finger on her, I will destroy you. No way. A mortar couldn't inflict any damage to you. You are talented, but that is all. 250 is already a lot of money. 250? Man, if you paid twice, that would be PlayStation money right there. Whew! 250 for this action figure without karate chop action. And the game. Fair enough. Oh yeah, they were already going for double on eBay before they were even on GameStop. Oof! The things you guys do for collectibles. Not all of you, but you know, the things you really like. More power to you. I definitely can respect it. I have yet to find that series for me, though. Maybe one day. You foolishly lunged towards your demise like a moth into her flames. Like a moth into the flames. How pitiful. Nah! Your cries are rather pleasant, like the chirping of sparrows. But you shall pay dearly for your foolish behavior. Now, come at me with every fiber of your being, for your utter destruction will only hasten the child's fall as well. You get off on the weirdest crap, don't you? What? The sky is crumbling? Humph. So the Wayfarer decided to intervene. What a nuisance. I suppose that will have to do for today. But remember this, ye mortal. As long as you stand in our way, you shall not be granted respite. Okay? You must surrender everything. You never buy them, but I'm very excited for this game. I got you, man. Look, that's cool. That's cool. You did get a PlayStation fairly recently, yes? Or an Xbox. You got one of the new things. So you can play this new game on the new system. Yeah? Her shining armor rusted and her weapon became a burden. Even then, the Wanderer could not stop. It was a punishment for herself. Yeah, PS5, that's what I'm saying, dude. Treat yourself. Got the new system, got the new game. All you have to do is wait 5 months. Rita, wake up! Come on! Don't die on me, please! Ugh. You, kid? Thank goodness. I was worried sick you might die on me. You don't want to. You don't want to treat yourself? Wait. Come on, I told you to treat yourself and you said you don't want to. Was that a nightmare? But it was so vivid. Are you hurt anywhere, Rita? Given how hard a mortar is? You might have hurt yourself bumping into the ground. I'm feeling a bit lethargic, but otherwise I'm fine. Oh, you don't want to wait 5 months. That makes more sense. I got you. I got you. Dude, just hope somebody leaks the game, man. Maybe you can get it early. Like, apparently people were giving out early copies of Kingdom Hearts 3, and by giving out, I mean selling them for excessive amounts of money. Maybe the same will happen to Resident Evil 4. More importantly, what do you do with the crystal from the ruins? Yeah, Resident Evil 2, 3, 7, now 4, MGS 5, Fallout 4, Fallout 76, Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, Dark Souls 3, Collector's Editions. Oh, okay. For a second, I was like, what do all these titles have to do with each other? Oh, they're all Collector's Editions. I got you. I don't know what this Deuce X is, but everything else. Fair game. Fair game. Oh, I kept it safe in the bag. Bring it to me. Give me the crystal. I sought to grant the chance to be reborn as a perfect being to the one who found the crystal. But the child did not heed my voice. Rita, the crystal broke! What are we going to do? We're better off without that creepy thing. Who knows what it really is? Deus Ex. Deus Ex. Deus Ex. You know what? Deus Ex sounds better. You right. You're kind of spitting. I got you. Deus Ex. But that's all we got now. Stop pretending everything else is okay and fess up, kid. What happened with you while I was knocked down? Huh? Nothing really, I swear. You're a terrible liar. I can tell just by the tone of your voice. Well, you don't have any collector's editions, but you do have a PlayStation Cup? Okay. Well, that PlayStation Cup is kind of pog. I got you. I am with you. Now, where did this cup come from? Did you just find it at a random store? Did it show up with something? What happened? She witnessed a human transforming into a CO. So please keep your voice down. You could give our location away to the COs roaming outside. Boss! Horizon, where have you been hiding your metal butt this whole time? You ought to thank me first. Both of you would have perished without me, let alone managed to hide here. By the way, why did you shatter the crystal? It seemed valuable. Your sister got it for you for your birthday last year? That's a pretty nice gift. I wish my sister got that for me. Oh yeah? Do you have a T-51B helmet? And no, it's okay, I don't have one either. So to summarize, you dreamt of being ravaged by a rabid albino and subsequently decided to discard a highly valuable artifact because you grew anxious. This is the counterside. We can't afford to weigh the value of assets when we're busy trying to survive. And the shadow from the photo is bothering me too. You were responding rather sensitively to unconfirmed conjecture. Sure. I couldn't care less if it really shows the future or just generates monsters. This is just how I feel. But still, if what you said is true, why would that lady come after me? Who knows? Maybe she just wants to see us struggle. Anyway, you'd better take care of yourself with all that's happened. Speak for yourself, Rita. Me? Look at your watch. The hand is pointing almost at 0. Dash tells me you've been fighting your way through since when you were underground. It appears you've exhausted a considerable amount of your remaining CRF, recovering from your wounds. If I had known it would come to this, I would have brought some Eternium from the ruins. No, it's too late for that anyway. Any Eternium that was there is probably loaded on the ship now. That will fetch a fortune, even if you just fence it. Rita? Oh yeah, forgot. Valkyria Chronicles 4 collectors. I'm vaguely familiar with that series. I never played, but there is a protagonist from the Phantasy Star Portable series who appeared in one of them. I feel like it was the second one. I could be wrong, but either way, the name is familiar to me for that reason. What is a dash? So I had no idea Wilbur would be such a jerk. It was so stupid of me to take his side. Well, now you know. Consider it a very expensive lesson. I'm the one who made the decision to give him another chance, so it's my responsibility to deal with him now. Don't worry, he'll pay for what he's done many times over. Hopefully! Although, I guess we should worry about what to do with those guys out there first. Okay. Yo, what time is it? 5? I see. We might be able to finish up these acts in an hour. I'm not sure. I guess we should worry about what to do with those guys out there first. 4? Are you saying 4 has the person from PSP 4? 4 3. It's a 4 3. 43? 2. What are you counting down for? What's happening? Putting it down! This guy's just counting. Happy birthday. What you mean, man? It's not my birthday! Not anymore. My birthday's over. But for all the things you could have been counting down for, that was not what I was thinking of. Those COs, they're not just wandering around aimlessly. They're encircling the area, deliberately looking for something. They're probably looking for us. We tried to run, but they spotted us, so we had to hide here. But don't you think people will come looking, since the rescue party can't... But don't you think people will come looking, since the rescue party can't be reached on comms? That felt wrong for some reason, but I got it. We can't afford to stick around that long. Those things will find us before then. Now for the DDoS. True, dude. Exactly. You got the happy birthday in, now it's time for the DDoS. It's okay, at least he counted down for it. You don't really need to drink now, do you? There you go, nagging again, because I've been soft on you. Got any good ideas, Horizon? We may have better luck at a particular location I found. I'm detecting a signal about 30 clicks southeast from here. Isn't that really far, though? I don't know anything about clicks, but I feel like that's far. A signal? What is it? It's a signal for guiding ships during takeoff and landing. I hear those signals jam phone reception in the docks, in the administration direct control cities. That's just an urban legend. They deliberately contain private communication out of concerns over jamming the ship's signals, okay? Now in any case, the signal I'm detecting is faint at best. It isn't even a proper signal pattern. So it might be coming from a contaminated mech suit, or a scavenger trying to lure its prey. In any case, it's the only lighthouse we've got. Precisely. Although we'd have to wade through waves of COs to reach it. That beats sitting around here, waiting to die. Although you bought Resident Evil 4 PS5, in case you ever get the PS VR 2. Get up, kid, we're leaving now. Are you saying that this Resident Evil 4 remake also has VR compatibility? It will? Ugh. It sounds awful. In a good way, but in an awful way. Couldn't be me. More power to you. Get up, kid. We're leaving now. Why don't we take a break, Rita? If you start moving now, your wounds will open up. And so will Village. That also couldn't be me. What about 7, like the normal 7? The one that takes place in that one house, you know, with the country people. Will that have VR too? Because that has got to be the worst one so far, in my opinion. Can't afford to take breaks on the counter side. My CRF is draining even as we speak. Get yourself together, kid. Oof. If any of those COs that took out the ship appear, you'll have to distract them. In my current state, I don't stand a chance against them. Country people what? Oh, the country people. I'll try my best to land a critical blow, so keep them on your tail till then. Think you can do this, kid? Oh. Got it? I'll keep you safe this time. Don't go trying too hard with this. You always mess things up when you do. 4? No. 7. Like, is the first... Like, you have Resident Evil Village, and then you have 7 with the country people. Is 7 also gonna be VR if it's not already? Boss? Do you think it's okay for Rita to fight? Rita's only flaw is that she doesn't take care of herself. Given her robust field experience, she can probably outperform you even in her current state. 7, yeah, it was when it came out. Ah, still cannot be me, but I got you. Thank you for clarifying. Really? No, I'd hate to be dead weight in this situation. Having said that, I've never seen her this nervous before. Alright, get them, twins. I don't think I've ever seen anybody play 7 in VR. The original Resident Evil 4 is on Oculus. Yeah, but that's not the remake, though. It probably looks like doo-doo. But I got what you're saying. Oh, very nice. I actually don't know how old Resident Evil 4 is, the original one.
간단하네요.
It might not look that bad. Old? I thought so. It's just old, like me. Thank goodness only one of them showed up. I wouldn't have stood a chance if there were any more. Rita, great job. It's still too early to get excited, kid. Conserve your energy. We've got a long ways to go right now. Huh? What was that? Original release on GameCube? Ah. If I remember correctly, things on the GameCube had it. That was still the age of big meaty claws, so that probably doesn't look incredible. But it looked amazing. Okay, I'll trust you. I'll trust you when you say it looks amazing, or it did look amazing. What's wrong, Rita? Dash, you transformed. Are you good? Look, I didn't get a single scratch this time. Huh, I must have improved a lot. You've got some nerve showing up again. I pushed the GameCube to the limit. I got you. Kinda like, correct me if I'm wrong, Donkey Kong 64 for the Nintendo 64. That game where you had to get a controller pack for the controller in order to play it for whatever reason. Alright. Rita? Why do you look so scary? It's me, Dash. You didn't forget my face, did you? Don't even try. I'm not going to cut you any slack just because you pretend to be the kid. This time, I'll make sure you never come back again. Yo, chill, wait! Rita! Kid? What have I done? Yes, it's me, Dash. Mouse, please. Make sure that I didn't mess up my stream. We're good. Okay. It scared the daylights out of me when a murder suddenly lashed out. You looked like a shadow to me just now. What's wrong, Rita? The boss said that even counters can suffer from corruption syndrome if they deplete their CRF. Could it be? No, this isn't corruption syndrome. Oh, I know. I must have overexerted myself and gotten all lightheaded. Nothing that a little swig won't fix. Rita, no! I just took down a monster that could level an entire city. A toast is in order. By the way, kid, how do you like to eat something tasty? Tasty? Like what? Sandwiches? Toast? If that's all you think is tasty, we should probably get you out to eat something more fancy than that. Something sweeter. No, not some lame brunch like that. Just thinking about it makes me hungry. I'd be happy to go anywhere you take me. Let me know when your birthday comes up. I'll take you to my favorite pub. Oh, why do you like to drink so much? Well, I got this fuzz! Alcohol and tobacco are terrible for you. Plus, they're expensive too. You could buy a whole sack of potatoes with that kind of money. Sure, it doesn't hurt to be frugal. But living like a miser isn't good for your soul either. So I'll help you. Become a better grown-up. Yo, is she even that old? Is she old enough for that, though? I promise. Rita? Wake up, Rita! Boss, help! Rita passed out again. That's not good. There's nothing that spices up a story like good liquor, because it's a magic potion that makes you feel like you're actually experiencing it. I'll take your word for it. Getting up so soon? Your glass is still full. Wilbur, I need to find that bastard right now. Have a seat. Party's over. Just go back to where you came from. This is just a friendly tip from your drinking buddy. Have a seat now. Have a seat. Now. We're only getting started. You'd always get up around this point. But I can't have you doing that this time. Hang on. Come to think of it, you sound like that. You sound a lot like that pale shadow, being all condescending. I just noticed this entire situation is super fishy. What am I waiting here for exactly? Where the hell am I even? Are you working with the albino punk? I understand why you'd be afraid, Rita Arsenico. Afraid? Me! That's right. You're afraid to face the truth. Like you always have been. Avoiding the truth is the only way you can bear to go on living. Your personality is far too delicate for the criminal life. Even so, how long do you think you can just sit in this abandoned bar by yourself? Sure, maybe you can get over the lack of customers, or even the bartender. As for the lack of music, well, that is a bit disappointing. However, it's an entirely different story to be waiting with a no end. It's unbearable. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. It'll only cause even more heartache. I have no idea what you're rambling on about, and I don't want to find out. Tell me, why did you approach me? I came to put an end to your endless waiting. If you're going to give me that crap, then I've got nothing further to say. You think I'm waiting for someone? You're sorely mistaken if that's what you think. Nobody who'd be looking for me at this bar would be glad to see me. I don't know. Didn't you just say you made a promise to the girl? That you'd come here for her birthday? The kid. I'm prepared to help you. When it came out, it was the best looking game. Dude, if I had my phone near me, I'd look up a picture of this game right now and see if they have those big meaty claws or not. GameCube and PlayStation were similar times, PlayStation 2 that is. So if PlayStation 2 had big meaty claws, I'd imagine GameCube did too. Not that that makes the game look bad or anything, but that's just the type of models I see the characters having. But only when you're prepared to let me help you. It must be hard to share all the things that have been festered within for so long. But lucky for you, we've got some fine drinks here. Ugh. And someone to lend you their ear. I wanted to protect Rita. But aren't you Rita? Yo, Act 4! Here we go! How's it been so far? 1, 2, 3, 4... About 4 battles and a couple cutscenes, so we have to look forward to here. Those who become encountered due to their trauma gain abilities that can address the cause of their trauma. However, it is unknown if their abilities can actually help them get over the trauma. Ah. Oh, I think it's this way. I already memorized how to get there because I had to go looking for Rita all the time. I'm sure Rita had a much tougher time than me back then. It took forever to get to a spot where we could find the signal. Since I was also running pretty low on CRF, we had to take the long way around to avoid the corrupted objects. Did you know? Rita always went to bed later than me. Always plastered too. Sometimes she sketched my face while I was asleep and showed it to me later. She teased me about how stupid I looked even when I was asleep. That day, I learned why she couldn't quit drinking. Mom, hang in there. I'll get you out. Why isn't anyone helping? My mom needs help. Mom! Mom! She was covered in a cold sweat, so much so that my sleeves got soaked when I patted her head dry. I thought my boss Horizon might know something about it, so I asked her before I went to bed. Rita's mother? Yes, I didn't realize Rita talked in her sleep like that. It was more intense than usual. We may have to consider the possibility of corruption syndrome. Please don't tell her that I told you this. Rita's mother was killed in a car bombing set up by the Arsenical's rivals. What? Then was Rita's mother as intimidating as she is? No, apparently she thought her husband ran a construction business. Then, why would they do such a thing to her? People do whatever it takes to gain the upper hand in that line of business. They must have thought it would be an effective warning to the rest of the gang members. We even turned your boss's wife to ash. What do you think we could do to your family? Boss, I'd like to help Rita. Of course, you're trying your best already. But I always seem to get into trouble and make her life harder for her. Rita says she's fine, but she never said a word about how much she's been suffering. And I have a good idea. You could go to the bar with her. The bar. Just sitting next to her will be enough. Rita can't share her feelings without a little liquid courage. That would be nice, although given the circumstances, I doubt it'll ever happen. I never thought I'd hear you express such skepticism. I'm not so optimistic to think everything will always work out. If I hadn't met Rita, I'd still be working day and night, hoping my parents would tell me I'm doing a good job. Oh. That's why I never gave up? As long as there's even the tiniest chance. I could give up whenever I want, but while I still have the energy, I've gotta try. You're a very strong person, Dash. Why don't you get some shut-eye? I'll keep watch. Okay. That night, I dreamed of our office. It was me, Rita, and Horizon. They were congratulating me for settling all my debts. And it was so tasty. Sponge cake I had in that dream. Okay. Not everyone trusted the announcement of the administration. Reckless and careless attempts have been made by some, and their traces can be found at times. Ah! I see. Let me take a sip! Whoa. Accidentally sent a couple comparison pics to you. Video DM twice. That's cool, man. I'll check them out here in a bit. I got you for sure. Thanks, man. My phone is clear on the bed over there. If somebody's been trying to get my attention, I have no idea. Check out that building. It's nothing like the ruins we saw. You're right. So it is. Stop being so stubborn and lean on me, Rita. I'll prop you up. You keep stumbling. There you go, nagging me again. I can walk just fine on my own. Take care of yourself. Based on the architecture, this appears to be an exploration outpost, constructed right after the Grand Purification War. An outpost? Well, why would they build such a huge building all the way here on the countryside? Those fools didn't know crap about the countryside back then. Your house could be on fire. You could be like, this is fine. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a huge house, but my house is definitely big enough to where me being in my room right now, there could be anything, anyone, at any point in the house, and I would have absolutely no idea. The only time I'd know if somebody is in the house is if they are above me or in the room next to me, which there's still a lot of wiggle room for all kinds of ghosts, ghouls, and goblins to hide. Those fools didn't know crap about the countryside back then. Even a sturdy building like that will succumb to corruption rays given enough time. Okay. It's as Rita said, otherwise we wouldn't need to bother relying on such cumbersome trips out here. So I guess that means the building might be crawling with COs? It'd be weirder if it wasn't. Still, it's worth checking out. If the communication equipment still functions, we should be able to send an SOS all over the countryside. Hydrate, I'll take another sip. I am still fighting the illness. Every drop of water helps. Even though I'll be honest, I have not felt better in the past like 2 weeks. It hasn't gotten worse, but it hasn't been better. Which is definitely bizarre. And then my grandmother. She recently got diagnosed with COVID. After I had just visited her over the weekend. Punch it? I'll punch it. Don't think I won't. I didn't stay long, but I was there for a brief second. She shook my finger. And then she got COVID. I'm over here. Surely that wasn't me, right? I don't have COVID, right? Your grandma? Punch my grandma! Hold on, what? I am not punching grandma. You should stay here, where it's safe. I'll lead the way from here. My grandma is a lovely lady who does not deserve being punched. I'll give her some fruit punch. I'll do that for her. Hang on, kid. Yes? Are you sure you're going to be okay on your own? Huh? Why do you look so surprised? It's the only way to fight the COVID. You're kind of spitting. The only way to beat COVID is to actually beat it up, to put your hands on them. I never heard you be so sweet with me. I'm not dreaming, am I? Don't let it get to your head. Anyone would be worried after seeing all the trouble you've caused. You'll be at a disadvantage if you fight inside that building. Draw them outside no matter what. I feel so energized hearing your advice for some reason. Well, I'll be right back. Why the sudden change in temperament, human? Have hunger and thirst affected your reason? Let me ask you something, Horizon. Could I ever replace our garbage parents? Not in a million years. You can hardly keep your word about going sober, and you speak of parenting? I guess you're right. But you could be her sister, even though you argue all the time. Sister, huh? Upon the tribulation, ye shall become our sister. Uh-oh, you said the trigger word! Ye shall become our sister. Become our sister. What's wrong, Rita? You've grown so pale all of a sudden. It's nothing. I'm probably just parched, as you said. I haven't had a thing to drink. I'll never let anyone take her. Never. Rita, are we good? I mean, clearly we're not good, but are we good? Rita, hang in there! Oh, so why did they spawn all the way back here? Excuse you. Stop moving my camera. I'm trying to look back here. Okay. But let me get back to this whole punch and COVID thing. Let me test it on myself first. And then maybe we'll go back to Grandma. Because I definitely do have some sickness. My eyes! Rita, did you see that? I pulled it off all by myself this time. Yeah, I saw. So you managed to improve a little, after being nothing but a troublemaker? That was good work back there. Oh, was that a compliment just now? No, maybe you're hearing things. Just like me. That can't be right. I could have sworn I heard you say it. You don't give up, do you? Think whatever you'd like. Oh, Rita, wait for me! Whoa. This must be the control room. It's in better shape than I thought. But it's a wreck. It's something you learned from dealing in the black market. Equipment made during the war was built to be as rugged as it looks. In this state, it should be good to go with a little repair. But you're almost out of CRF, Rita. It'll take days to repair manually. Don't worry, kid. I may not be able to summon a Murta, but I saved up enough CRF for this sort of work. Sure. Really? Yeah. Made the long walk suck that much more, but at least I won't have to just sit back and watch. So you had a plan all along. I just came along without giving much thought. Now give me some space, will you? How long will it take to analyze the damage, Horizon? As you suggested, the internal structure is relatively simple enough. It shouldn't take that long. The only problem is the few sophisticated components like the computation device. Such a meticulous task may place too much strain on you in your current condition. You simply don't have enough CRF to control the process. And what should we do? Don't freak out just yet. It just so happens one of us has a few spares we can use. Spares? You mean the boss? Precisely. They're inside me. No, boss, you'll die if we take them out. She won't die. I won't die. We can just hold on to her memory unit. Her original body's undergoing repairs anyway. Me having a little moment there. Oh, I see. I thought taking parts from you would kill you. Without the memory unit, I suppose I would undergo something similar to what you call death. But like you said, Dash, we can always give up when we feel like it. For now, we'll just have to try whatever we can. Okay. If you're done lecturing like an old fart, get started, Horizon. I don't think we can afford to delay any longer. We get some bad news. I just encountered them to follow their instincts. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, actually, I already knew everything, but I didn't let on. Rita's more considerate than she seems. I figured she must have a reason why she wouldn't tell me the truth about my parents. So I just thought she'd tell me about them one day. Did you just hear that, Rita? Yep, it's a tyrant. Probably one of the jerks that took out the ships. I didn't think we'd lose them this easily, but I didn't expect them to catch up so soon either. They're pretty persistent, considering there's nothing to eat here except 2 people and 1 can of junk. In addition to the Category 3 CO, I detected multiple corruption ray signatures headed our way. Given their current speed, they'll catch up with us even if we leave right away. This isn't good. We'll need time to lock onto the signal even if we finish repairs. I'll try to buy some time, Rita. What? No, that's suicidal. Who do you think you are, General Antonov? Ah, I see you know her too. I'm no General Antonov, but I'm the only one here who can fight right now. You'll die if we linger in the counterside much longer. True, but you still have a shot at making it back alive. Go hide yourself somewhere, I'll get this machine running again. You'll manage to survive long enough if you don't engage them. Hide as long as you can until the rescue team gets here. I'm not leaving without you. How could you remain so calm when you could die from this syndrome any second now? Don't you want to go back alive too? I want to make it back home no matter what. And for all of us to go back together. I have no choice but to fight. Dash! Wait, kid, you can't take them on by yourself. Darn it, I can't even keep up with the kid. You're finished, Rita. It was so cold and dark in that sea. How is it there? Get lost. Go away. What's done is done. What do you expect me to do now? It's just that... Rita, hallucinations are a key symptom of the corruption syndrome. Given your current condition, we'll just have to count on Dash. As for you, focus on completing the repairs. But she's still just a kid. Horizon, we can't just count on her and hope all is well. I'm supposed to protect her. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Surely this is gonna have a moderately happy ending, right? We're gonna be fine, just like the crew. From that one story I did not do on stream, so that means nothing to you people. You know, that one group or that one people at that one time, you know, those guys. I'd say her name, but I don't even know the name of them. I just know what they look like. Get him, Hild! Okay. I had fought COs a few times before then. I used to sneak out to corrupted areas to forage for valuables among the victims to make an extra buck. Okay. But I never fought so many COs until that day. I feel nauseous, but it's too early to give up now. My arms is sore. Dangler never felt so heavy. Alright, that's the name of your scythe. Huh? A tyrant? It cut off my escape route. Ugh! That's when I realized what it means to have your legs go weak from fear. That category 3 I faced all by myself was too big and too scary. I would have collapsed on the spot if I didn't have Dangler to keep me propped up. Don't tremble, Dash. Stop shaking. Rita's probably doing her best right now, too. Don't be scared. All I need to do is buy some time. It's not impossible. Even if it's category 3, you can do this, Dash. Oh, brother. Good. I'm almost done. That darn kid never listens to me. Always smiling like a dork while I clean up after her. I'm sick and tired of it now, Horizon. Someone's got to teach the kid a brutal lesson one day. Then she'll finally realize what she can handle. We took the things from Horizon. Now Horizon's powered down. It is just us in here by ourselves and her out there. Having said that, I never meant for her to die in a dumpster like this. There, the emergency power should hold for the time being. Mayday, mayday! This is a mayday signal. Broadcast on the administration designated shortwave line. We have 2 individuals stranded in the counterside. I'm sending out the coordinates along with this message. I repeat, this is a mayday broadcast on the administration designated shortwave line. Come in! Anyone! Hurry! Darn. I know. With the way back sealed, it's tough to imagine anyone would come get us this deep. Even with 2 ships down, don't think twice about sending out a rescue crew, not knowing what threats lurk there. How the hell am I supposed to tell the kid this? But still, please come in. Anyone! I'll do anything you ask, so please! Save the kid. Just the kid. Indeed. Despair is a habiliment best worn by ye petty mortals. Oh, brother! Now we've got the voice talking to us. Who's the Shakespeare? Could it be the shadow from the dream? Aye, 'tis I, ye fool. Rejoice, for I have arrived to welcome the one to be liberated by the king's blessing. Oh, brother. Regret overlaps hell upon reality, and guilt portrays reality as hell. Those who know neither regret nor guilt turn reality into hell. You're nothing but a dirty CO, but you managed to jam my signals? You said so yourself, have you not? You acknowledged what a foolish endeavor it is to hope for rescue from an abyss such as this. Your trial nears its end, immortal. Now acquiesce to the inevitability of its conclusion. My trial? Were you the one who drove all these COs here? Aye, it was but a paltry detachment of a much grander force I've prepared. Even so, your desperate tantrum proved to be an outstanding entertainment. Even the king was pleased. Shut up! Your words remain undaunted, even without the power of your counterwatch. See if your parlor tricks can save the child now. It was always evident that you could not save the child, just as it was clear that you would drive yourselves to the brink of destruction as you are now. Why? Why the hell are you doing this to us? What do you plan to do with the kid? She shall be reassembled to replace our sister, whom the Wayfarer has taken from us. The sister to faithfully obey the Master's will. What? For eons, the great demon lord Thagirion has a long desire to restore your wretched world to its former glory. But the sisters who must aid the king's endeavor are far too few in number. Thus we shall reassemble ye mortals into exalted beings who may carry out the king's will. I couldn't care less about this demon lord of yours, but you're basically just trying to make more shadows like you, huh? Then can't you just take anyone else? Anyone else but the kid? Darn it. What? There's nothing here. What just hit me? Insolent fool. You dare question the king's decision? It is far too easy for me to make you writhe in agony as you expire. That sound. Is the kid... Ah, I can hear it. A scream so succulent that I can almost touch it. I shall grant you the honor of watching helplessly, oh brother, please, as the child begs for her life and falters. I don't want to see it. Don't show me. You're waiting on your girlfriend so you can go to your matching so you can get a matching customs on Halloween. What are you guys going to be matching as? So that's really cool, though. I got you, and I can respect it. But what are you matching as? Does it have to be the kid? Could you take me instead? Oh? Are you pleading for the blessing of your own accord? How foolish. I don't care if it's foolish or not, as long as the kid is safe. Be grateful, ye petty mortal. She's Little Red Riding Hood, and you're the big bad wolf. Yo, nice. I got it. Does that mean you've got a giant fursuit? Cause more power to you if you do. You know, that's okay. The king is pleased by your submission. The king will be eager to see if you shall indeed achieve what you desire. Raise your head and behold, this is the sister that shall become complete through you. That crystal? I thought I broke it. Did you truly think an object blessed with the king's will would break so easily? Now this will be extremely painful. No, but she does, Lou. Not for my costume, though. Okay, you know, that's okay. Like I said, you know, it's okay. I got you. But nice. Do you guys have like a little party you're going to? Or is that just something you're doing on your own? Which is still cool. But it shall also bring you terrifying ecstasy. Alright, so you spared the kid. Allegedly. But she still has to face off against the thing. Nah, you heading out. Or you're handing out candy at her house. I got you. Very nice. I'm sure the neighborhood kids will appreciate that. And the adults who leech off their kids. Which was my family, my parents all the time as a kid. They'd be over here. Ooh, look at all that candy you got. Half of it's mine. Horrible, horrible Halloween memories. A lazy monarch neither examines nor revokes his orders. His loyal servants carry out the orders even though they know it's meaningless. This is how a calamitous reign is ruled. Half, half, half. Straight up half. No if, ands, or buts. You got 1/16th? Oh, I guess, you had it worse than me. I got you. Understandable. I'm sorry for your loss. JK, nah, I got you. I know. These are trying times. You're always a step behind, ye filthy wayfarer. How did you like the beast I summoned for you? You've made a mockery of her. So the child was nothing but a hostage all along. You dwell among the mortals, yet you haven't learned a thing about them. These mortals always respond on impulse when it comes to the well-being of those they hold dear. If you leverage that, even the tiniest prod can sufficiently topple any resistance. As for the woman, how beautifully she chirped as she was reassembled. Their only crime is that they unwittingly drew Thagirion's attention. And yet you jest, as if their suffering was but child's play. Have I not told you, Wayfarer? The king's plans are inevitable. If the king finds their petty lives pleasing, there is no greater glory for these mere mortals. Tell me, is that behavior truly fitting of a self-proclaimed king? To soil the souls of the innocent and turn them into puppets? Blasphemous fool, do you really think you are still in a position to lecture thusly? When the king proceeds, ye shall finally perish into oblivion once and for all. Ugh! That really packed a punch. If I block one more time, Dangler could break. What should I do? Am I really so useless that I can't do anything on my own? That's not true. I'm going to do this no matter what. I know everything. I know what kind of people my parents were, and why Rita took me with her. That's why I can't back down just yet. It worked! That didn't sound good, though. Ow! Ugh. I guess it didn't work after all. I only made it angrier. No. I have to get up. I can't give up yet. Stick close to the furnace. It's cold. It's super warm with this blanket around me. Aren't you cold? Want to share my blanket? Forget it. What kind of counter gets cold anyway? Oh, brother. Just a little more. Take this, kid. What is it? It looks like some sort of armor. It's a protection suit. I snagged it from some fool who couldn't cough up this month's cash. You're always going about causing trouble. You won't last long in this line of business if you keep hurting yourself. Oh, brother, she's taking some hits! I'm sorry, Rita. I have been but a burden to you. The tyrant is down? I wish you wouldn't be so rough with her, you stupid beast. She's my property. You Sorry to keep you waiting, kid. So there's another tyrant, huh? Do they really think outnumbering us will do them any good? Go take a break over there, kid. I'll protect you. There's a problem with this scenario here. This person is an enemy. We've fought them before. It's not the same Rita that we know. So even if she does protect the dash, what's it gonna mean for the kid? Okay. This was actually like the first major boss they throw at you in the game. This lady here, Ministra. Along with Shadow Dash. Lord have mercy. I'm sure it's fine. Category 3, huh? That was ridiculously easy. So is this what she meant by becoming a sister? I definitely feel like I've become something special. Although it was agonizing when the crystal dug into my body. Ah. Get yourself together, kid. Look around. There aren't any COs left. Rita? Is that really you, Rita? Yeah? So I guess I can't blame you for not believing me, given how I look. It doesn't suit me very well, does it? Oh, it does. You look great, Rita. Like always. You're beautiful. Oh. Oh. Hang in there. I'll tend to your wounds. You'll be all better in no time once you've been reassembled. That's what the memories in my head are whispering. Oh, brother, please. I mean, she'd probably die otherwise, but no! Rita, I'm sorry for not listening to you. I'm sorry. Don't be. Just as you liked me just the way I am, even when I reeked of booze, I didn't think you were half bad either. We have arrived at the coordinates sent by with the Mayday message. We will now begin the search. High intensity corruption ray detected. I've never seen this type of wave before. Yeah, we're an absolute monster now. Intel suggests 2 other rescue ships previously sent down there. Stay frosty, everyone. We've got company. I'd better get going. Rita, are you really leaving? Don't go. I'll persuade them. I'll tell them that you're not an evil shadow. Sorry, but that's going to change real quick. This crystal, it's feeding my mind with all sorts of new memories. In time, there'll be no Rita anymore. That's what I'm saying. After all, I was only meant to be a vessel for something else. Rita, take care of Horizon, will you? She's a lot better off now. Take good care of yourself too, even when I'm not around. You're gonna leave her, right? We found one. She's suffering from extreme malnutrition. Prepare bed in the infirmary. Okay. So, they got Dash. That's good. Dash is fine. Perfect. A personality that has been sharpened over a vast period of time delves deep into her crushed ego. As soon as she accepts it voluntarily, it becomes poison and taints her entire self. It has always been like that. When creating a new sister. Hiya! And that's how my story ends. Pretty pathetic, right? I ended up turning myself into a monster on a whim. I guess this is a bit of a buzzkill for a bar story. Why did you lie at the end? What makes you say that? How can you be so sure? You did indeed turn into a shadow. Codename Ministra. An extremely dangerous specimen confirmed to have slaughtered at least 5 counters, possibly many more. My employees were able to defeat you during the mission. That's not to say it was easy. Without a bit of luck and a series of coincidences, I could have lost many promising operatives that day. Fine, I'm not going to bother arguing against any of that at this point. Although I do find it suspicious that I'm not dead, if what you suggested is true. So why do you think I lied anyway? There was one more shadow that always appeared with Ministra. According to the operations log, she cried that she wanted to go home as she attacked my employees. Home? Her code name is Spyra. The administration speculates that Ministra reassembled her into a shadow. Don't tell me you came back and got her! So I suggest you set this one thing clear, once and for all. You've lied to yourself all your life, after all. You had to lead the life of a criminal as a member of your family. You didn't have a choice. That was your entire world back then. And then you became a cold-hearted loan shark after that. But you yourself weren't always so cold-hearted. And then when you became a shadow, you were Ministra, wandering across the countryside with your personality reassembled by someone else to suit their desires. I could have sworn. Oh, it looks like we have company. You might want to go greet them yourself. Category 3, huh? That was ridiculously easy. So is this what that jerk meant by becoming a sister? I definitely feel like I've become something special. Although it was agonizing when the crystal dug into my body. Get yourself together, kid. Look around, there aren't any COs left. Rita? Yeah, though I guess I can't blame you for not believing me. Believing me, given how I look. It doesn't suit me very well, does it? But you look like a shadow. Have you become a shadow, Rita? Because of me? Seem to be on guard. I understand how you feel. I was once mistaken like you. I thought corrupted objects were nothing but monsters. But I was wrong. You see, I feel fantastic right now. I'm not worried about anything. No more pain and suffering. I wish I could share this with you. Oh, please, don't do it. That was just a false happy ending. What's the point of going back to the normal side anyway? The world is full of selfish jerks who betray you in a heartbeat to get what they want. But this place is different, Dash. There's nobody here. It's just us two. Rita, snap out of it. We were supposed to make it out of here alive together. I'm going to go back to the company with you and Horizon, no matter what. Horizon Finance is my home. Oh, she's angry. You scumbag. Kid, you really shouldn't lie. You useless fool. Always running that mouth of yours. Because right now, I can clearly hear how you really feel. Criminal. Murderer. You ripped me apart from my parents. Hypocrite. You're thinking of going back to those scumbag parents of yours, aren't you? No, Rita. You're hearing things in your head. Ugh. I'm so sick of you. Why are you even alive? Or why are you still alive? I should have just dropped you back then, shameless punk. Right. You probably never gave a darn about. You'd have nothing to do with a dirty criminal like me once you've paid off your debt. Rita, please! Shut up! Rita! I'm tired of it now. Tired of getting anxious by myself. You can rebuild her. It's not the end just because she's broken. What if you made me lose your glasses? My glasses? Man, I wouldn't be able to read. Chill, we're almost done. Relax. Save it for like, Yakuza stream or something where I don't necessarily need to see. Bro, I'm trying to read. Wait. Right. I don't need to put up with this anymore. I can make her listen only to me by reassembling her. Rita, I can't let you hurt other people. Is that right? How come? Because I know. You always use your CRF as an excuse. But I know deep down, you abhor fighting. That's why... Oh. Fun stream listening to your courage speak? No. Look, man, we can do it when I'm fighting. It'll be much more interesting seeing me fight blind. When I'm fighting in Yakuza, it'll be perfect. You can save it till Monday. And that's why I'll stop you. So you won't have to suffer anymore. Oh, Dash. Dash is trying to be a hero. Put her out of her misery! Nice theme, though. Oh, she killed Dash! Okay. What is that? Oh, that's Shadow Dash. Oh, brother, she's hurting us a little bit. Okay. Nice. Eep! It's cold. Why are you dozing off already, kid? Yo, thank you, thank you. You're too kind. I'm built different. She was hurting us a bit, but nothing I can't handle. Why are you dozing off already, kid? The sun hasn't even set yet. Here's a can of coffee. Drink it. I got it from a vending machine on the way. Oh, thank you, Rita. Wow, it's so sweet. My tongue almost feels numb. How is coffee sweet? In a can? I mean, maybe they have, like, sweet cans of coffee, but I don't know. I feel like that's something you usually do yourself. I know. I figured a sweet tooth like you would enjoy it. Oh, right. I had the strangest dream. Dream? Yep. You turned into a shadow, but I defeated you to turn you back to normal. It was such a spectacular adventure, I even had to carry you around because you got wounded along the way. It's a thing. I could see it, but at the same time, I'm like, that sounds so weird to me. Although you don't drink. I don't drink coffee either. I had it one time, it was so disgusting, I never want to try it ever again. One time was enough for me. So you've always thought of me as some helpless, pathetic fool, huh? Huh? No, I didn't mean anything like that. I'm just messing with you, kid. Don't freak out. Creamer, that is something you can use to sweeten it. You can use sugar as well, I'm aware, only because of the awful place that I work, where people order a small coffee and then 20 cream and 20 sugar in that coffee. I want coffee without the coffee, please. I'm not so narrow-minded that I get mad over some dream. Anyway, you didn't forget about our plans today, did you? Plans? Oh, right, we were supposed to go to your favorite bar together after my birthday. It's got a nice vibe, although I guess you'll just sip on milkshakes anyway. You seem really excited. Oh, shut up. It's just because Horizon sucks as a drinking partner. They order creamer and sugar and add coffee, that's what I'm saying, dude. They fill up the cup with this sweet stuff, and then they get coffee. Jazzy! Hey! Whatever. She insists on being under the desk still. Which is where all the wires are, and I don't trust her down there. By the way, is it snowing outside? Don't be ridiculous. It's all sunny outside. But it's too... Oh, you're dead. No! Cold. Rita. We lost! We won for nothing. We still get the bad end. I want to go home. I knew something was up the minute I remembered that we encountered both of these people in the first chapter of the game, and we fought them and beat them. Yes, my precious sister. I'm afraid I've torn you apart. But it's partly your fault for resisting so much. With you wiggling like that, you forced me to get a little rough. There's no need to be anxious, though. Doesn't look bad to me. I mean, they're fine now, but we forced these two into submission and did them in, and I know they're done, so at this point, I'm like, there's no happy ending. There's no happy ending for these people. They go into the counter side, we find them, we kick their teeth in, and then we put them out of their misery, I guess, but... No! How does this arm look? I got it from a mercenary that had the gall to attack me. I'll get it perfect just for you. You'll love how beautiful it is once it's been reassembled with you. I hate everything. Today was a mistake. Work was bad. This is the worst ending. This is the worst timeline. I knew something was up. I should have stayed in bed. I wish to be your friend, your sister, your family again, and the world beyond the light. Rita? Is that really you? Kid? But how did you get here? I kept wandering around in an unfamiliar place, but then this lady I never met before led me here. Right, I see. Hey, do you remember how we promised to go to my favorite bar? Yes, it was right here, I remember. I came by a few times to take you back to the office when you got trashed. I was going to tell you everything here, about how sorry I am for never being kind to you, for not teaching you better, for not providing a better environment for you, and for getting you involved in that mess. I wanted to be a proud grown-up, at least in your eyes. But it turned out I was just full of it. I never got to do anything nice for you. No, Rita. Actually, I've been too shy to tell you something as well, you see. As tough as the going got sometimes, my life at the company was much happier than before. So to me, you were the best grown-up I could ask for. I only wish I could have told you this sooner. I'm sorry. Oh, now she's crying. Don't cry, Rita. We're here at this bar now, as promised. Go away, Tear Fairy. Go away, Tear Fairy. Shoot! By the way, do you know this gentleman? Never seen him in my life. Wait a second. Were you trying to set me up with the kid all along? What choice did I have? She said she'd never rest in peace if I didn't arrange this. Well, now that I've done my part, I'm out of here. Hang on, please. Huh? Thank you for taking good care of Rita. May I buy you a drink to thank you? Just like I heard, she is much more mature than you, isn't she? Humph! Choose your poison then. I'll have a milkshake. Whiskey for me. Single barrel bourbon. Excellent choice. Test completed. No karma levels detected. Structural changes confirmed. Alternium refining process completed. You may now mass refine Eternium into Alternium. It worked. Incredible. I was wondering why the administration kept buying Eternium marked for disposal. The replacer incident in the Terracide system, were they all part of the grand plan to make this? Pretty much. But that's not all there is to it. I may be an administrator or the CEO, but I'm just a man in the end. There are so many things I cannot control in this world. So the least I could do is maybe grant a final respite to the victims of a twisted fate. How many times have you done this exactly? You say you bring them respite, but you're really experiencing the pain and despair their victims endured right before dying. Most folks would go crazy after a couple tries. I've done it many times, but they were all worth it. This Alternium. It's the rock of salvation that took the resolve of countless people across countless worlds to complete. Not just me or the administration. I see. Well, I'd better get back to work then. Someone made an offer to buy the Eternium from Ministra and Spyro at a premium. Sorry, but they're not for sale. I know. But I also believe people have the right to know about the final respite their family members reclaimed. I see. Then I'll leave that to you. It's us! As for you, Rita and Dash, I hope you rest in peace now. Oof! Oof! Oh, brother! We have 2 new cutscenes here, though. Which I don't know what either of these mean, but we'll watch them. There was no one in this field of work who didn't know Horizon, at least until a few years ago. From what I hear, Horizon suddenly became meek and wanted the countryside for a while. Okay. I see. So Rita and Dash failed to return after all. I'm sorry you had to hear this. The Eternium extracted from them has been marked for disposal and collected by the administration. All I can give you is your memory unit recovered after the engagement with Ministra. It's okay. I'm a machine. Unlike humans, I do not know how to reminisce about others based only on their belongings. I've already disposed of Rita's desk and Dash's ledger. I see. Then why did you offer to purchase the Eternium from them? I thought it might be her. It's a bare responsibility. As their employer, I have a contractual obligation to ensure their safety, and I failed to honor that obligation. The least I can do is follow suit with due diligence. Before those two joined the company, Horizon Finance was notorious for its intense business operations. I didn't hesitate to resort to more aggressive measures to ensure timely collection. But in order to do so, I needed a stable source of power. The sole reason I sought to purchase the Eternium from you was to secure such a power source. But the price you offered was well above the market price. I didn't realize a machine could make such an irrational decision. You seem like an astute businesswoman. So let me ask you this. Are your actions always driven by a reason? Well, I guess not. Very well, I get what you're trying to say. I'm just disappointed our first deal has come to such an incomplete end. Do let us know if you require our service in any other way. I'm sure our president would be supportive of our efforts to preserve our clients' confidence in us. Right. If you ever come across the whereabouts of a human named Wilbur, please let me know. Ooh, I hope she does! That guy deserves something different. It wasn't particularly like, it's kind of his fault for what happened there. Had he not abandoned us, that wouldn't have happened. We wouldn't have been struck down at the beginning of the story. So, yeah, I hope you give him what's good. Show him what we do in the hood. But unfortunately, that's probably not going to be in this event story. It'll be in another one, most likely. He went off the grid after his return from the countryside. You can count on us. We'll find him no matter what, even if he's hiding in the deepest reaches of the abyss. Yo, she's angry! Expand your base by interacting with entirely new fields. The best approach is to build a cooperative relationship with others. We're back, gentlemen. We're back in the normal side. It's nothing but green pastures for us from here on out. Come on, why the long face, everyone? Did you get dive sickness or something? Listen, boss man. Let's go back. It's not too late. I still feel guilty about leaving the captain behind. Grow a spine already. You want to drag this old junk of a ship back to hell after barely getting it off the ground? Fine. Let's assume we're crazy enough to do that. What exactly will you do back down there? If anything, it'll only increase the number of folks to split the spoils with, meaning less for you. Think about it. Look at all that Eternium. If you split it among you, you could drop this mercenary work and get a brand new start. Sure, but come on now. We can't afford any more chatter. We've got to get the artifacts and Eternium somewhere safe. There's no telling what sort of hyenas will sniff their way here. Oh, Wilbur. Perfect timing. Professor! How did you... Haha, it wasn't so hard predicting where you'd be surfacing. After all, our society arranged for you to take this ship in the first place. What? In any case, you sure brought many interesting trinkets back from the countryside. Ugh. Very well, I'll take this opportunity to make myself clear once and for all. All of this here, it's all my achievement alone. You've got nothing to do with this. Remember how you censured me when I said I'd go on this expedition? Now look, these artifacts prove who was right all along. Let's see if you can lecture me like before. Oh, Wilbur, Wilbur. You didn't consider that I brought the blicky with me, did you? Why are you so foolish? Have I taught you nothing? What? What are you talking about? The institution got a whiff of this. Sir Burnett's successors, I suppose. You were on a truly astonishing adventure, Wilbur. But you were so blinded by the materialistic avarice that you missed the truly amazing treasures right next to you. What are you talking about? Look at all this. They're all artifacts. Each and every one of them will fetch any price I name. Fetch any price you name? You don't say. Come on, boss. We've got a situation outside. Huh? Who the hell are you? Yup. Eek! Eek! The proper way to describe them is priceless. It almost makes me sick to think you were once under my tutelage. A scholar who cannot tell the difference between materialism and the true desire for knowledge is no better than an animal. This guy's still causing problems. I don't remember what he did before, but this researcher is built different. You... Ugh! Darn it. Oh my, you've wet yourself. Perhaps you should return to the basics, starting with potty training. Lame. Stay back. Leave me alone. There's someone who'd like to meet you. The society also supports this meeting. I hope you'll humor us. That's where you stop? Right there? That's not even an ending to the event? I mean, it kinda is, but it isn't. What do you mean? This is a mistake. And this was a mistake. This event was a mistake. It's all bad. Anyways, that's all I had planned and the event is over. So, thank you all for stopping by. But I'm about to dip. Tomorrow's Morimori, though. Oh, hang on. I've got a nice little handful of you here. If I had my phone, I would check and see who is alive, but I'm going to have to open my browser for that. See if I can find somebody to raid real quick. Let's see here. Tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z. That's what I'm saying. Unfortunately, I don't see anybody. Alright, guys, you don't have to frolic this time. I'ma just turn you loose. It is time for me to go. What in the world? Oh, that's my Twitch, probably. I'm sorry! Close that. I'ma turn you loose. Tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z. Hopefully the next event is a continuation of this, because this is definitely a cliffhanger. Except the two that did not get a happy ending. But, yeah. I'm worried tomorrow, 3 o'clock p.m. Yeah. Bye-bye. No sneeze this time, though. I did not sneeze while trying to say bye-bye. But I'ma go.